and the Clay Battelle Seabees. Good evening. I'm Ethan Collins. Joined alongside me is Chance Collins. Chance, we finally got a win. We finally got a win last week. Hoping to make it a good old 2-3 this week.
It would be nice to get 2-3. It leaves you one away from getting to 500, and I mean that's the ultimate goal. Get to 500, and we'll go from there. It'd be nice to have a winning season.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, folks. Well, we are seeing the captains come out onto the field. So with that, we'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have the kickoff here on WAJR.com. Nope.
Josh Heinerman here from Advanced HVAC and Plumbing. After 20 years in business, we've learned a few things. Focus on the customer experience and always stand by your product. That's why Advanced HVAC and Plumbing is now offering a 10-year warranty on parts and labor for all new Carrier heating and cooling systems. We trust our products so much that we will stand by it for 10 years.
Carrier, turn to the experts and turn to Advanced.
Welcome back to the pregame show. I'm here in Hancock, Maryland, and this coach's interview is sponsored by HealthWorks Rehab and Fitness. When your body hurts, go to HealthWorks. 9 convenient locations to serve you. And, Coach, we've been blessed with probably one of the best-looking natural grass fields I've ever seen in my entire life. I mean, just describe the scene here for us.
I'm telling you that the field is fantastic to look at. They've done a super job here. The grass is very soft. I see no weeds. We were all making comments. I have weeds in my yard at home. How do they get rid of all the weeds? Okay, these guys have done a tremendous job. The field is tremendous shape.
Yeah, and coming off your first win of the season against Tigris Valley, thought we showed a lot of promising things, especially in the run game last week. Maverick Gum coming in for the injured Zach Hall, I thought he showed you a lot of good things.
Maverick did, and so, he was the next guy in the position, and he did a tremendous job along with Max, and the offensive line did a nice job blocking and like that. Everyone stepped up their game, but they stepped up, did a great job last week.
Yeah, so 2 away road games in a row. I mean, does that mean anything? Does that take into effect, or am I just playing mind games with you here?
I think it's mind games. We got the kids a charter bus for this trip and take them out to eat, and it's a nice.
Where'd you go?
Here, Cracker Barrel.
Attaboy.
Bob Evans was last week. Cracker Barrel this week. Again, they were very good on the bus trip down and the whole work. So it's a nice trip for them.
Talk to me about Bellsville here. I'm seeing a lot more players than I saw last year, so growing numbers, a growing team, a rebuilding team. What do you see on them? What do you like about them?
Well, we're playing Hancock.
Sorry. I apologize. Hancock. We are in Hancock. Oh, my goodness. I'm gonna have to start that over. But Hancock, you've seen a lot more players here on this team than we saw last year. What are you seeing on them? What do you like?
Start the game. Well, I'll tell you, with the numbers, that's just a big thing. The more kids they have out to be able to put in. Their offense, they got a good running back, good quarterback. They can throw the ball right there. We've seen that, run nice pass patterns. The offensive line is big, it worries us about them just pounding us.
Sorry, we're going to have to cut the interview short as we are underway here, and the kickoff is away and taken at about the 25-yard line and tackled at about the 40. Hancock will get the ball first, and they are going from our left to right here for the first quarter.
Yeah, nice return, about 20 yards on that one. Get it out to the 40 by Aiden McCartney.
Yeah, number 21, Aiden McCartney.
Panthers start out
so it'll be first and 10 at the own 40-yard line here for the Hancock Panthers. All royal blue tops for the Panthers here tonight. Clay Battelle in their blue helmets, blue pants, and white jerseys. They line up in a power I formation with 2 fullbacks and a tailback. It's a toss sweep play to number 21. Once again, that is Aiden McCarty. And he gets wrapped up and no gain on the play.
He fought through about 5 tackles there to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's the hardest fought no gain we've ever seen.
Brings up 2nd and 11 for Hancock. Ball resting at their own 39-yard line.
It looks like they gave him down for a yard loss on that one. I thought he made it back to the line of scrimmage, but that's good news for the CBs. Make it a 2nd and
11, actually.
Yep,
yeah.
2nd and long for sure.
I thought that would be forward progress helping, but I guess not. All right, 2 wide receivers lined up to the right now as they line up in an I formation. Twins receivers as one wide receiver goes in motion. It's another toss sweep play. He's got some space to run. He gets past the first down markers, over midfield, into the 45, and the Panthers will take over 1st and 10. Another nice run there by Aiden McCartney.
Yeah, 17-yard run. That time he found the hole and he hit it.
Gain of 17 for the Panthers.
So number 6, the quarterback, Isaiah Demry. Couple nice little toss sweeps there to McCartney.
They're looking here. The fullback that's blocking for him, number 5, is Jalen McCartney. Wonder if maybe we don't got some
relation,
maybe even twins out there looking. I'm going to check here to see if they're both in the same grade. Nope, couple years in between them.
All right, Twins receivers to the right now, same formation. They're going to hand it off to the fullback, the other McCartney this time, as he gets past the line of scrimmage, grabbed by the back of the jersey, and it's going to be a horse collar tackle.
You know, that's one there, Ethan, I'm going to disagree with you on it. To me, the horse collar is grabbing him by the back of the shoulder pads and down, not the jersey. But I do believe that's probably what you're going to get on the call.
So once again, Jayton McCartney on the carry for the Panthers. That'll probably give them an automatic first down here because it'll be a personal foul, horse collar tackle added at the end of the run. It was gain of 2 initially. That'll probably be 15 yards.
Ball goes against the CB's personal foul for horse collar.
Also, a little bit of injury news. Zach Hall is still out for this game. So we will have to see Maverick Gum come in again.
29-yard line.
So Isaiah Demry under center. They motion Twins receivers. It's a toss to McCartney. He gets past the first down marker and into the red zone here. Aiden McCartney. I probably need to emphasize which McCartney it is because those are going to be the predominant ball carriers here tonight. They've lined up in Twins receivers in an I formation here for the last couple of plays.
Yeah, they do. It appears that maybe they've noticed something on film there because they seem to be going to the outside more than the inside there with McCartney as their tailback. And
they also bring in the plays via substituted wide receivers. They kind of substitute 2 wide receivers in there. All right, I formation with Twins receivers to the right. They hand it off to McCartney as he goes inside this time. Does still get a solid gain of about 9 yards there.
That brings them, so far they appear to be dominating the line of scrimmage on us, which is not a good sign.
Well, I don't necessarily say that you can say that they're dominating the line of scrimmage because they're tossing it out to the outside. They're really taking advantage of the tackling in the secondary.
Secondary on top of things.
All right, 2nd down and about 2 here for the Panthers as they line up. Twins receivers in an I formation to the right. They hand it off on a stretch play to Aiden McCartney. He's going to be close to that first down marker, but it looks like it's going to be 3rd down here. 3rd down and very short. Actually, my eyes do deceive me. It was a no gain on the play.
No gain on there. Okay, I'll update that on the stat sheet myself.
3rd down and 1 here.
We are moving on almost 4 minutes off the clock, so they've been keeping the clock moving during this drive.
All right, Twins receivers to the right now. The McCartney brothers, we'll just call them the brothers here, in the backfield. One receiver motions, and it's going to be a QB boot here. QB keeps it, slips on the natural grass, falls to a knee.
Yes, still got to love the grass even if you're slipping on it.
I was about to say, Chance, this is a crucial 4th down here early for the Panthers as they're going to call a timeout and talk about it here. So player lineups, we'll actually give it as an injury report here. Maddox Shriver still playing tonight, still dressed. Zach Hall still out, and once again, your 2 guys that are out for the season, number 25, Corey Cohen, and number 32, Brendan Baker as well. And those player lineups are sponsored by Lang Monument, family-owned and celebrating 150 years in Morgantown, located at the Wharf District at langmonument.com. Chance, after this play here, I'll let you describe what you've been waiting for here all year.
For 12 months to get back to this field just to describe it. I agree.
Almost exact same weather conditions here as well. All right, 4th down and 5 here. Twins receivers lined up to the right. The McCartney twins brothers, twins, whatever you want to call it, in the backfield. Quarterback under center. They're going to throw it here. It's a screen pass to the wide receiver, and he does get the first down here. The line to gain was about the 8, and he looks like he got close to the 5. Jacob Anderson on the reception there. You know, they're mixing up nice plays here.
They did. They got him out there by himself. It was more of a one-on-one, and he was able to get the first down for him. And so it'll be a first and goal now, looks like, from about the 6.
Ball resting at the Clay Battelle 5-yard line.
All right, first and goal here for the Panthers.
Need that Clay Battelle CB's defense to tighten up here.
Twins receivers to the right. They motion the man in the slot from right to left. It's a toss sweep to Aiden. As he gets into the open field, is he going to be in the end zone? The referee signals yes, touchdown Panthers. And just like that, the Panthers take a 6-0 lead here with 7:41 left to go in the opening quarter.
And they took that drive. They took over 4 minutes off the clock, down to 7:41. Waiting to see here. I know they had a kicker warming up, but
looks like they are going to go for 2 here. Maybe. I'm not sure. We'll see once they break the huddle. Looks like they are going to go for 2 here. The same formation, tight end on the left, Twins receivers to the right. McCartney brothers in the backfield, lined up a fullback and tailback. Slot receiver motions. They're going to fake the toss sweep, and it's going to be a QB boot. And Demery is stopped short. 2-point conversion, no good, but the Panthers do have a 6-0 lead over the CBs.
Going to need the CBs to come out here on offense and get an answer back at them right now, because they seem to really control the ball in that game. So I'm hoping we get some positive notes here when we get back on offense.
Once again, kickoff is sponsored by Advanced Heating and Cooling and Plumbing, the area's only Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Turn to the experts and turn to Advanced. Sorry we had to cut to the interview short, but pregame just flew by. We were talking to the referees. We were talking to the opposing coach, our coach, Zach Hall. Just so many people to talk to in so little time.
There was, but we did get lots of information that will come up during this game and some of the dead times during the timeouts and all that.
But Chance, your field conditions report, man.
We're going to go there. Horizons Medical Technologies brings us our field conditions tonight. Express testing, express results, online horizonmedtech.com. You are looking at a 3.5-inch tall Fescus that is beautifully cut. It goes from dark to light, starts at light at the goal line, goes to dark every 5 yards, back across here. You couldn't ask for better field conditions. Like Coach Wilson said, there's no weeds in it. It's beautiful. There's no mud spots. I'll let you take the kickoff here.
All right. Kickoff is received by the CBs at about the 35-yard line. Landon Savage takes the carry, and he will get across about to the 38, 39-yard line, and that's where Clay Battelle will take over 1st and 10. And
actually, we're looking, that's the 44.
Oh, sorry, 44-yard line. And I got to say, Coach Wilson said this in the pregame interview. I believe he said this in the very beginning, so you heard it from him. No weeds, nothing wrong with this field at all.
Me and you crowned the top because it's down in a little bit of a valley here. Looked down, and we just kind of took a moment in, took some pictures, because you don't see fields like this except for in professional stadiums. Phenomenal job by the field crew.
All right, 1st down and 10 here. Maverick Gum set to take the snap in a Wildcat formation. He takes it. He runs to his left. He's got some blockers, gets past the line of scrimmage, but doesn't get much else. Maybe a gain of 1 on the play as it gets tackled at the 45-yard line, and that'll be 2nd down and 9 here. We'll have to see how the CBs react to this. You know, probably weren't expecting themselves to go down quite this early.
Maybe we're at 0-3. Hancock is, they've haven't been the most competitive in their games is how I'll word it. So maybe a little bit of shell shock here, but now you just take a deep breath, you come out, triculate the ball down the field, put it in the end zone.
Spears is lined up to take the snap here with Maddox Shriver to his right. Trips receivers to the right. Looks like guys are having trouble figuring out where to get set up here. Snap it. Spears rolls to his right, looking for a guy. He's got Potter off wide open. He's caught it. 30. 21 man to beat. It's the quarterback. 5. Touchdown, Braden Ponceroff. And just like that, we're tied at 6.
54-yard touchdown reception by Ponceroff.
How about that? What a quick response there by Braden Ponceroff and J.C. Spears connecting on the second play of this drive. And just like that, the Clay Battelle Seabees are an extra point try away from taking the lead.
We've talked about this earlier in some of the heartbreaking losses we had early in the season. This team never stopped fighting. Even when they got down by 2 touchdowns versus Bellsville, they still fought themselves back in.
If they hadn't fought themselves back into this so many times, they probably wouldn't have answered as quickly as they did on that drive.
I will agree with that. It does look like we're going to go for 1 here with the extra point.
Cooper Statler.
Oh, it's a fake.
And he's going to throw it. He's got a man wide open, but he just overthrows Brady Nestor, and it is going to be a 2-point conversion, no good, and we're tied at 6. With 6:38 left to go in the opening quarter, your score, Hancock Panthers 6, Clay Battelle 6. And Chance, deep breath.
Ourselves a ball game. Yes. Yes, I mean, but say, you know me, like, my breath was taken when I seen the 3-inch tall Fescus. Like, I've been trying to catch my breath since then.
And we get a good game out of it.
And now we're looking at a 6-6 ball game early in the first. 6:38 left to go here in the first. Did not take near as long for the Seabees to drive down the field.
Absolutely not. And I will say with that, you can never count the Seabees out of this game.
Agreed.
Panthers are probably going to dominate time of possession here, but Seabees can attack quickly.
He can dominate the time of possession as long as we dominate the scoreboard at the end of the night.
Absolutely.
Back deep for the Panthers, number 21, Aiden McCarty. Number 1, Jacob Anderson.
As you hear over the PA, Aiden McCartney, the tailback, set deep to receive.
From the Seabees, number 9.
And Hancock definitely has a lot more numbers than we saw the last year, so that's good to see in a rebuilding program, as it's a squib kick that's taken at about the 35-yard line. He's got some space to work. He gets knocked out of bounds at midfield. That is Logan Trumpower, the wide receiver, on the receiving end of that squib kick. Good heads-up play there, and I'll tell you what, the guy's got some speed.
Yeah, but you're looking, like you said, midfield, so good starting position for him again here at the 50 with 6:32 to go in the first. Need to switch my stat sheet here to the right team. Make sure we're getting the stats on the right ones. I haven't even got an opportunity to get all the offensive linemen wrote in here so we can give some lineups.
All right, Twins receivers to the right here. They motion from right to left. It's a handoff sweep play to Aiden. He gets, it's a fumble.
He found the ball.
Number 21, Aiden McCarty.
They're going to say he was down, though. But that actually might be a good thing because forward progress after the fumble. I don't know if you can advance the ball after a fumble in high school football.
That was, 7? Was that number 5 or 21 on the carry, the McCartney brothers?
That was 21. That was
21? Okay. So he is almost to the half-century mark, just a yard short at 49 yards on my
On how many carries?
On 7 carries. So he's averaging 7 yards a carry at this time.
All right, Twins receivers to the right, the tight end to the left, in an I formation here. Slot receiver motions from right to left. They hand it off to the fullback here. He's tripped up at the line of scrimmage. Falls forward, though, and does get a gain of about 2 yards. Jaden McCartney on the carry. So it's a 1-2 brother punch in the backfield. The short yardage back is Jaden. The speed back is Aiden. Jaden and Aiden.
It's the M&M backfield.
The AJ backfield.
You're going with the AJ backfield.
The AJ. The 1-2 AJ punch. All right. They're going to switch the formation here with the Twins receivers to the left, tight end to the right. I formation. Quarterback under center. Fumbles the ball a little bit, but he does get past the sticks. A good heads-up play there. A little bit of miscommunication on the snap, but a good heads-up play there by Isaiah Demery to get that first down after the fumble.
It almost makes you wonder how that snap came out if the quarterback didn't see something and have a way to signal to the center to snap it, because nobody else moved. It was almost like the center and the quarterback were on 1 and everybody else was on 2. Makes you wonder if he didn't see something there, but they do get the first down.
You know, looking at this roster, I see 2 Ethans. Make it 3 Ethans here tonight.
1 in the booth.
First down and 10 here. Twins receivers to the left in an I formation. They motion the slot receiver. It's going to be a toss sweep play to Aiden. Aiden gets past the line of scrimmage Gets down to about the 35-yard line, and it'll be gain of 5, I want to say, on the play. Maybe a gain of 4. Nope, gain of 5. Second down and 5 here for the Hancock Panthers.
On the play. Brings up second down and 5 for the Panthers.
All right,
There's actually 3 McCartneys. There's a
you got
number
Hayden
40.
McCartney, too. He is not starting on the line, but nope, he's on the sideline.
Yeah, he's on the sideline.
We may see him before the end of the night, though. He's not a small boy either.
Second down and 5 here. Twins receivers to the right. They hand it off to Aiden. Aiden gets wrapped up close to the line to gain here. The line to gain is about the 29. He gets down to about the 31, and it'll be third down. Actually, it'll be...
That was a nice tackle by Easton Rowan there. He was on the right side and went to the left. He moved right across and made a nice tackle to force this third down. It may be a short and third, but at least it's a third.
Third down and 2 here. Line to gain is the 29. They break the huddle with Twins receivers to the left. Wide receivers of Logan Trumpauer and Jacob Anderson. Snap is a handoff to the fullback. That's Jaden. He does get past the sticks, down to about the 25-yard line, and it'll be first down and 10 for the Panthers.
There's something I think to take note, Ethan, and we may see come into the game. We had the one fumble, which looked like he landed on somebody. Like you said, worked to our advantage because they didn't have the forward progress. But I do see the CBs trying to strip at the ball a lot that time on the fullback. They may be thinking already, like, we can't stop the run completely, but if we can get a turnover out of this
game might come down to a turnover.
And it might, but they're stripping at the ball a lot.
Twins receivers to the left here in an I formation. Quarterback under center. Snaps it, hands it off to Aiden, but it's a missed exchange on the snap. Quarterback picks it back up, and it'll be a loss back at the 30.
Nice
tackle by Maverick Gum and Maddox Shriver.
Me and you both at the same time with the Maverick Gum name on that one. Yeah, that was one of them. I think that the quarterback thought McCartney was supposed to take it, and McCartney felt he was not supposed to. End up being a fumble that the quarterback picked up, and it will be the quarterback who suffers on the stat sheet. But at the same time, definitely a miscommunication by Hancock there.
All right, second down and about 12 here after the loss. Very minimal loss on the play, it should be noted. They line up in a power I formation. They try to do a quick screen pass. It does work. They get it to Jacob Anderson. Gets back to about the original line of scrimmage. Actually, he's going to get a couple more yards than that. It'll be third down and 8 for the Panthers. Looks like a big key to their game plan here tonight is really to be ahead of the sticks. So you don't want a loss like you took on that first down play. That might be a costly thing to this drive as we're approaching already only 90 seconds left to go in this first quarter.
I don't know if the clock stopped. I don't
Score
know
is
if
still
even in the
6-6.
They stopped it. That's how fast it's moving. But you're looking, like you say, a 3rd and 8 right here. This is good for the CBs. You finally got them in a 3rd and long. Let's see if the defense can step up here and get a stop.
Crucial third down here. They line up in shotgun with 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. They're going to drop back to pass. Pressure coming. Throws it into the middle of the field. Nobody there. Incomplete pass, and it'll be 4th down and 8 for the Panthers. Obvious 4-down territory, which I got to say maybe question that a little bit. You run the ball if it's obvious 4-down territory.
They have had good success running the ball tonight, so you may want to set up a shorter 4th down. I can tell you this, they ought to be happy the pass was off target, because if it would have been on target, Ponceroff had it and it's probably running the other way. Ponceroff was playing that one perfectly.
All right, 4th down and about 7 here for the Panthers. They line up in shotgun again. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Aiden McCartney is the lone receiver to the right. Snap is good. Going to straight drop back pass here. He's got McCartney open on a little bit of an in route at the sticks, but it goes over the intended receiver's head. And the Clay Battelle Seabees will take over on downs with 1:04 left to go here in the first quarter.
That's a turnover on downs. That's what you like to see. Didn't matter if we said a turnover may come in. Maybe it's a turnover on downs. Maybe we didn't, strip the ball or nothing, but they did get a stop, and that's crucial.
The time of possession is probably going to be 2 minutes to the Seabees and the rest to the Panthers in this quarter.
I got 9.5 minutes plus for Hancock so far.
Maddox Shriver takes the snap here. He runs to his right. He's got some open space to work with here as he gets past the sticks at the 45, over across midfield, and gets stopped right at the 49-yard line. And he's holding his shoulder.
We were hoping the grass would take it a little bit easier on Shriver tonight.
Timeout, injury.
It's a 26-yard run by Shriver. Let's hope that...
might be his only one of the night, though.
Yeah, let's hope it's just a stinger and he's able to get back out there if healthy. But we've been dealing with this all season. It seems like after every run he does, he's a little shaken up on it.
Agreed. All right, I'll tell you what, we'll take a quick break here, and when we come back, we'll have the rest of the first quarter and the rest of the game here. With 55 seconds left, your score, Clay Battelle 6, Hancock, Maryland 6. You're listening to Clay Battelle Seabees football here on WAJR.com.
Josh Heinerman here from Advanced HVAC and Plumbing. After 20 years in business, we've learned a few things. Focus on the customer experience and always stand by your product. That's why Advanced HVAC and Plumbing is now offering a 10-year warranty on parts and labor for all new Carrier heating and cooling systems. We trust our products so much that we will stand by it for 10 years.
Carrier, turn to the experts and turn to Advanced.
Welcome back to Hancock, Maryland, as it's a first down and 10 here. Maverick Gum going to take the snap. He gets across the 50 down to about the 45-yard line, and it'll be a gain of about 7 on the play, and it'll be second down and 3 for the Clay Battelle Seabees. Chance, Maddox Shriver seemed to come off on his own power here, stretching that shoulder out a little bit. But I'll tell you what, Maverick Gum has really proved that he can be a workhorse after last week.
He has. He's been running. You know, we done a little bit more of a power formation there last week, and he got some yards and been successful.
All right, another handoff here to Maverick as he gets across the first down, across the 30, down to about the 33, 34-yard line, and it'll move the chains. A first down and 10 here. Run game looking a lot better. Granted, I say looking a lot better. They only ran the ball one play last drive.
They did, but they got it stopped earlier on, so then we had to hit the big pass play.
And that will be the end of the first quarter here. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have the second quarter of action here on WAJR.com.
For you, for rehab and fitness too.
Keeping high school athletes healthy is something that HealthWorks Rehab and Fitness takes great pride in. That's why our certified athletic trainers work with many area schools during practice and on the sidelines during tonight's game. Unfortunately, injuries do happen in sports, at work, and at home. At HealthWorks, our goal remains the same, to get you back in action. When you need physical therapy, you need HealthWorks. HealthWorks Rehab and Fitness, Morgantown, Westover, Cheat Lake, Blacksville, Smithfield, Waynesburg, Fairmont, and Buchanan. When your body hurts, go to HealthWorks.
Our people make the difference in the way you feel each day. When your body hurts, go to HealthWorks.
This is Clay Battelle High Seabees football on WAJR.
Welcome back to the second quarter of action here between the Clay Battelle Seabees and the Hancock Panthers. Braden Ponceroff set to take the snap here on a first down and 10, and he gets muscled in the backfield. He saw nothing.
He did not. Nothing was available. Looks like he's going to lose, I'd say, approximately 5 on that run.
Interesting, we haven't seen Braden Ponceroff line up to take the snap here in an empty backfield. And I'm especially surprised by that considering how it was after a quarter. You think that maybe it would have been Maverick Gum, but, you know, didn't.
There was Ponceroff taking the snap. And
J.C. Spears is actually lined up to take the snap in the backfield. Maddox Shriver to his right. Good to see him back in the game. Twins receivers to the right, one to the left. Snap is back. It's a good snap. Spears rolls to his right, throws it to him. He's got Ponceroff over the top, and he drops it.
Spears pass
hit him right in the hands, a perfect pass, and unfortunately it just ends up being a drop for Braden Ponceroff. But that's all right here. Third down and
good pass.
Yeah.
Good opportunity at trying to catch up Ponceroff there. But I can tell
passing
you
lanes
this,
are wide open.
Josiah Morgan was so open, he was a 24-hour gas station. I mean, there was nobody within 10. He's waving at him. I believe at that time Spears had already made his mind up to go with Ponceroff, but Morgan was wide open in that middle. I'm sure he's telling him in the huddle, hey, if we run that again, maybe give me a glance.
Third down here, Twins receivers to the right, none to the left. Spears rolls to his right. Going to look deep here. He's got a guy open, and it's Josiah Morgan. He gets past the sticks, across the 20, and gets brought down at the 19. I'll tell you what, if Spears wanted to open that up, he had Gunner Price wide open almost for a touchdown there. But nevertheless, he takes the safe option with Josiah Morgan, and it'll be first down and 10 here. I'm actually glad I'm wrong, because to tell you the truth, that was a pass that I did not see, but J.C. Spears found it.
Hey, and remember, I mentioned he was wide open the play before, and I said, I bet he said something to him. I think that was an obvious assumption that, you know what, I'll find you this time, Josiah.
Twins receivers to the left here as Spears rolls to his left. He's got Morgan again, a little bit low, and dropped by Josiah Morgan. So it'll be second down and 10 here from the 19-yard line of the Hancock Panthers.
Yeah, looks like Coach Wilson here maybe looking like, you know, the running ain't as easy. Not that it's not there, but not as easy. Going to a little bit more of a passing attack here. And J.C. Spears is looking good. That, like you said, that pass may be a little low, but he's been on target and finding open receivers every play. Just a couple drops, a couple of low throwing balls. And
massive substitutions here as I'm seeing Brody Willard into the game and also Brady Nestor. They're going to run that Wildcat package with two tight ends lined up behind the running back. Maverick Gum set to take the snap here as he doesn't get anything. Maybe a gain of one here. The Panthers really saw that coming and defended it well, and it'll be third down and 10. They're going to mark him as no gain on that.
And we mentioned after last week it was nice to put some film out there running the ball at Tigers Valley, being able to dominate that game the way we did, that it was nice to give the other team something to look at different. There's only one problem with putting that on film. They do get to look at it. And it looks like Hancock's saying that's not going to beat us tonight.
Great job by the coaching department of the Panthers for really being ready for this. All right, third down and 10 here. Spears set to take the snap with two receivers to the left. He rolls to his left, trying to find a receiver open. He's got one guy. I think that might be Maverick Gum, actually. No, it's Josiah Morgan on the catch. It is going to be short of the sticks, but it's obvious four-down territory here. A gain of about 5 or 6, and that'll bring up fourth down and 5.
Ball spotted at the Hancock 13.
You know, that's nice, though. You didn't pick it all up, but at least you've made it a fourth and capable to get fourth down here.
All right. See what they draw up here on a fourth down conversion. Very similar to where Hancock got stopped on their first possession, or second possession, I should say. All right, Twins receivers to the right here. Spears set to take the snap. Spears rolls to his right, gets some good blocks. He's got a receiver wide open in the end zone, but it is going to be broken up on the play by Jacob Anderson. Gunner Price was the intended receiver. He had him open for just a moment, but that gap closed quickly as the good coverage there on the Panthers, and they will take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
He threw the ball to Gunner Price like he thought he was throwing to Braden Ponceroff. He thought he had the receiver that could go up and get it. Gunner, just not quite as tall as Ponceroff is, unable to go up and get that ball.
All right, 9:01 left to go in the first half here. Score is still 6-6. And Chance, if they continue to run the ball like they have, this drive may not be. This drive may be over before halftime. Maybe. Twins receivers lined up to the right in an I formation here. Snap under center. It's a toss sweep play to Aiden McCartney. McCartney runs to his left. Got one man to beat. Gets tackled. Josiah Morgan gets stiff-armed, but somehow is able to corral Aiden by the ankles and bring him down out of bounds. It'll be second down and about 1 here, gain of 9 on the play.
Gain of 9 on the play.
How many yards does that put Aiden at?
That puts him at 66 for the night unofficially.
It feels like he has so much more than that.
He does. He's ran the ball. That was 10 times he's ran the ball so far. Still averaging pretty close to 7 yards a carry.
Aiden's pretty easy to spot with those lime green gloves. As they line up in an I formation, Twins receivers to the right. It's a handoff to the fullback this time. I think he does muscle his way.
McCartney involved.
Yeah, get the other McCartney involved. I saw him tap his chest a little bit. He might be a little bit winded. And it is a first down here, so they do pick up the first down on a carry by Jaden McCartney. Jaden McCartney probably has about 4 carries for about 5 yards, but he'll take that every day of the week because he's had some very important runs to move the sticks here.
Now on this first down, just for record here, the 21 McCartney is not on the field.
It is Jaden in the tailback position. Number 22 here, Tyler Klingerman, is lined up at the fullback spot. Jaden gets a power run here, and he shows his muscle there. And he gets a gain of about 6 here, and that'll bring up second down and 4 for the Panthers.
I can guarantee you they're related because all he's wanting to say is anything you can do, I can do better. Because he ran that up the middle and definitely running with some strength there to get them yards.
You definitely know they were fighting to draft themselves in their fantasy teams.
Looks like we may be looking at the same setup here.
Yep, Jaden is still at the tailback position. Aiden is still on the sidelines right next to his coach. Maddox driver trying to get on the blitz this time. Jaden muscles his way through, and he's going to get another first down here, down to about the 36. The line the game was the 35, and a first down for the Panthers. Moving that clock and moving those chains as we approach 7:11 left to go here in the first half.
Yeah, Jacob McCartney, number 21, back in with the play on this one.
Substituting also some linemen here. And once again, you're up to 25 kids here. You can make some substitutions, put some fresh legs in there as well. Looks like Jaden is actually the one taking a rest this time on the sidelines. Aiden in the backfield. I'd expect him to get the ball. Under center here. They motion the receiver. Toss sweep play to the right. They tried to read it, but an unfortunate arm tackle as Aiden McCartney gets an 11-yard gain here.
Brought down by the Clayvatels, Pontaroff.
They really need to load that box.
They did. Number 42, let me see if I can get it here. Dakota Walls cut in, almost had that play shut down in the backfield. Just got a wide receiver there, got a little bit of a shoulder on him to block him out of the way. But Walls was seeing where that was going and definitely trying to stop him on it.
Now they are loading the box. They have no safeties back deep here. They do have a guy on each receiver. Snap is back, and it's a handoff to Aiden. Short game. Oh, my goodness.
He broke through.
Wow. It looked like he was going to be stopped for maybe a gain of 3 on the play, but he ends up getting a gain of 9 on the second effort.
Do have a CB down.
Yeah.
Have a CB down.
I think it might be Maddox again. And it is.
It is.
He's holding that shoulder. He is shaking his head. He is frustrated as all get out.
It looks like Coach Wilson is actually out there to talk to him. He's on the ground. You've seen him kind of throw his arm in disgust.
It honestly looks like they're talking strategy out there. I don't know if he's winded, but...
well, if you need a timeout.
Yeah.
And you want to talk things over.
Now would be the time to do it.
Now would be the time to do it.
It's a good drive coming here for the Hancock Panthers.
Just for the record, that was not Wilson that was out there. That appears to be, I don't know the coach's name as well as you, but I
believe that's the D coordinator.
That's what I was thinking too. Because I believe Coach Wilson is talking to the defense on the sideline, trying to.
As he is talking to the referees, I believe Maddox is saying something. Like, he's saying they're doing something that is not in the rule book.
And, that was not a good sign to see there.
Yeah.
Is that he tried getting up with the trainer's help using one arm. The other arm appears to not be definitely up to par.
Gain of 8 yards.
But he is frustrated. He's going over to the sideline. But I'm with you. It's like there was something being said that there's something being done out there inside. We call them the big nasties inside, at least.
Well, I was
do.
about to say, Chance, if you can, keep an eye out on that for me.
I can do that for you. See what maybe tricks of the trade we have going on here.
Second down and about 2 here for the Panthers. 5:48 left to go in the first half. I formation with Twins receivers to the right. They motion the slot receiver. It's going to be a pass play here. Pressure covered. And the quarterback's going to take off and run. There is a flag on the play. Fumbles the ball, but it'll go out of bounds. This gain has ended up not going to cost anything. It's actually going to be in favor of the Seabees. It'll be holding on the offense. Probably from the spot of the foul here, the penalty was put down at the 50-yard line, so it'll move it back to their own 40. If that's indeed where the flag was. Now, it's in the backfield, so you're probably going to put it at the line of scrimmage. So you'll probably take it 10 yards back. So since it was 2nd and 2, it'll be 2nd and 12 here, down to about the 46-yard line, the Panthers' own 46-yard line. Like I said, this has been a really good drive, but it started on their own 18, and we got 5 minutes on the clock, 5.5 minutes left on the clock here. Chance, we'll be lucky if we get the ball back.
Agreed. The nice part is we do have a quick scoring offense.
Yes.
With Poncer off and them, so hopefully, we need a couple minutes is what we need, but at the rate they're using
you
the
do
clock
get the ball back to start the second half, mind you.
On that one, I do believe that holding was on Chandler Buskirk. I think it is number 50 there at the guard position is the one I see.
All right, shotgun formation here for the Panthers. It's actually Aiden Morris set to take the snap. He's going to throw, and it's complete to his receiver. And he's going to get past the sticks at the 40-yard line. Complete to Logan Trumpauer at the Clay Battelle 40-yard line, and they will take over 4th and 10. So Aiden not only showing that he can run, he can throw
it too. And what is that? Logan Trumpauer, I think it is. Trumpauer on the catch. That's the longest pass play they've shown. It's all been outs.
Is that their first completed pass?
It is not. They have 2 before that.
Oh, that's right. They have 2 complete to Anderson on those little swing screens.
8 and 13, but I think they were both caught at 5 yards. And he just turned them into.
All right. Twins receivers to the right here. Hard count. Clay Battelle looked like they may have jumped, but the referees don't call it. It's a toss sweep play to Aiden. Flag is being thrown.
Hold on. It's the ball. That's our ball. That's our ball. They fumbled. We do got a flag on the play, but there's a
well, if it's holding, you can decline it and get the ball back.
Get the ball back, yes.
I didn't even see that. I thought the play was dead, and it is going to be a holding. Penalty declined, and it'll be Clay Battelle football. They will take over in their own territory, though, and it'll be 1st and 10 from their own 31-yard line. Boy, you talk about a break that the CBs needed.
Yes. Yes, you needed that break. And like you said, you asked me to watch the line. I didn't see the fumble myself while trying to watch the line.
I didn't see it either.
And
I just saw Clay Battelle CB's players just motioning that they had the ball.
Yeah, and I can also say I did not see the hold either. You had me watching that. I did not see that one. So
I had you looking at the line. Ends up being a null effect here.
Wouldn't that be the 30-32 it looks like we're going to get the ball at?
Yep. All right, Chance, what are you seeing here out of this Clay Battelle offense? Is it just being sluggish in between the trenches here, not getting enough power, and that's why the running game hasn't really worked and we've had to go to the pass?
Well, a lot of people say you need to run the ball to set the pass up. There's very, very few teams that have ever used it the other way. And so
I think we do.
But so far we've not been able to establish the run enough, and it's allowing the linemen – I mean, we're passing well. The receivers are coming open, but it's allowing those linemen and linebackers, when they send them, to kind of key on the pass.
Braden Ponceroff is set to take the snap here in an empty backfield. J.C. Spears is actually one of the wide receivers. Twins receivers to the right here in an empty backfield. Snap is back. They're going to throw it here. Ponceroff has got J.C. Spears wide open, and he catches it at the 45-yard line and gets tackled at about the 29.
Number 9, J.C. Spears.
How about that? New wrinkle in the playbook here.
That's 18.
Quick math here, Chance.
Yeah, I'm trying here. 39 yards on the
I guess that's
39
what
yards.
a Blue Devil education gets you.
It is an old education there, but we got 39 yards on that reception.
You're going to hear a lot of bickering
Spears.
back and forth here as the two alma maters here in the booth here are playing each other tonight. St. Mary's Blue Devils taking on the Williamstown Yellow Jackets. As Clay Patel Seabees are taking over at the
29.
Hancock Panther 29, first down and 10. J.C. Spears lined up under center now. Can't tell who that is in the backfield. Brady Nestor rolls out to his right, and it's going to be a throw to Maverick Gum. Breaks the tackle, and he'll be upended over inside the red zone down to about the 9, and the Clay Patel Seabees will take over first and goal at the 9.
That's still a 16-yard reception by Gum.
Did you see that tackle?
I did. I can tell you this. That boy looked at the size of Gum and said, no, I don't hit this boy up high. We're just going to hit him at the legs and flip him over.
That was acrobatic, though.
On the same note, he's seen him throw the other boy to the ground, and that's what kind of gave him the heads up that maybe I want to go low here.
All right, first down and 10. Actually, it's going to be at around the 14-yard line, so still have a sticks. It's going to be a throw towards the end zone, and it's caught by Ponceroff for a touchdown. Touchdown, Braden Ponceroff, and the Seabees take the lead, 13-6 with 4:07 left to go in the first half.
He went up and, as we say, basketballed it, Randy Mossed it, say it how you want. Went up and got that ball and came down with it. And that took us a total of 39 seconds.
How about that?
So we didn't need the 2 minutes that we were talking about.
Who needed 2 minutes? Who needed 1 minute? Barely even need 30 seconds.
The only thing is that will wear on your defense after a while if you keep them out there on that field.
All right, first down here on a two-point conversion try here. Spears lined up in the backfield with Tyson Price to his right. He throws it to Ponceroff, and it's caught.
That's good.
2-point conversion good, and the Clay Patel Seabees take a 14-6 lead over the Hancock Panthers. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have the rest of the second half here on WAJR.com.
Hey, your future is calling. Are you ready? Mon Health is hiring and dedicated to helping you find the best fit for a life-work balance. Think about that. Life-work, not work-life. Your life is important to us. Personal growth opportunities, sign-on bonuses, free on-site parking, and a robust employee assistance program with wellness coaching, childcare resources, and 24/7 mental health support. Are you ready to take the next step toward a better future? Visit monhealth.com/careers to apply today.
Hi, Josh Heinerman here with Advanced HVAC and Plumbing, the area's only factory-authorized Carrier dealer. Here at Advanced, we try to stay one step ahead. Even though you might not be thinking of cooler weather, we want to remind you to get your heating system serviced before you need it. Our team services all makes and models of heating systems. We aren't leaving anyone out in the cold. Schedule your checkout now at 304-598-9030. Carrier, turn to the experts and turn to Advanced.
This is Clay Patel High Seabees football on WAJR.
Kickoff away here for the Hancock Panthers as it's taken at the 35-yard line, and Logan Trumpower catches it on a line drive kick and brings it very close to midfield at about the 49-yard line. And Chance, after that, you hear that? Crickets in the crickets.
Silence in the crowd a little bit with a nice turnover play by the defense, getting the touchdown on the other side.
Out of nothing. Really a turnover out of nothing. Just fighting until the whistle, ended up falling on the natural grass here in Hancock.
You don't
First down
get
and
crickets
10.
on turf. You know what I mean? You just don't get crickets on turf.
First down and 10 here for the Hancock Panthers. We'll be lucky to get the ball back here in the first half. Twins receivers lined up to the left here.
Hancock has had some excellent starting position.
Yes, they have. Aiden McCarty.
Following his blockers.
Excellent run there by McCarty. and he does get a little bit short of the sticks, but a gain of 9 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 1 here for the Panthers.
Gain of 9 on the play.
Yeah, we was also talking there, and, we're supposed to be announcing and not over-talking each other, and I got a little excited as a fan.
It's okay. It's all right.
As a fan on the touchdown call, because we both hollered touchdown on the touchdown.
3.5 minutes left to go in the first half here. Clay Patel leads by a score of 14-6 over the Hancock Panthers.
Hancock taking their time here. I think they said they scored on 39 seconds. What we need to take the rest of the half.
Twins receivers lined up to the left here. The McCartney brothers in the backfield. Be a good Jaden McCartney run here. Look at that. Call me a D coordinator. As it's handed off to Jaden McCartney. And he gets past the 6 and a whole lot more as he gets to the 35-yard line of Clay Patel. And that'll bring up a first down for the Panthers. Chance, maybe this is me just saying wishful thinking here, but I think you got to get this to the locker room. Stop them if you can here, but definitely don't allow them to tie it up before going into the half, because you want to make these halftime adjustments here to maybe stop this running plays and force them to pass.
That, and as you said, we get the ball in the second half, which can be crucial.
Jaden's going to take the snap again here. He
is driving.
Yes. Cooper Statler needed all of his muscle to get that one, and it is a first down carry close to the red zone at the 22-yard line.
And
what was that a gain of, Chance?
That was a gain of 10 yards on that one, almost exactly. And, you also brought up in the coach's interview that Wilson brought up the size of their line. And their line definitely showing here having – we don't got weight on the roster that we've gotten from them. But you also start looking time of possession. Like, we've scored, but we've scored in 39 seconds. It means the defense is out on that field a lot more often.
All right. 2nd down here, and it's going to be a hard snap count, but
Cameron Mercer.
Yeah, Clay Patel Seabees are going to jump off sides here, so that'll bring up 1st down and 5 here. Wonder if they maybe take a free play here and try to get that throw into the end zone.
The only reason I think you may not see that is they don't want to give us the ball with 2 minutes to go.
That's fair.
Not with what we're throwing pass-wise.
All right, 1st down and 5 here. Twins receivers to the left here in an I formation.
And I'm a simple guy. If it's working,
don't fix it.
Don't fix it. Keep feeding 21 back here.
They are going to toss it here. Clay Patel tries to get some guys down there as Landon Savage makes an excellent tackle by the ankles.
Yes, he does.
And that'll be a gain of, I was about to say a gain of 9, but it's actually a gain of 4 because it was 1st down and 5.
I tell you what, Landon Savage, excellent job coming in there, wrapping them up by the legs.
Gain of 4 on the play.
McCartney has broken several tackles, are not going down easy. Savage has noticed that, come in, take the legs out on somebody. That's what they done to Maverick Gum down here. Take the legs out. No matter how big they are, they fall.
Chance, I'll bring up something to you here next play here as they line up with Twins receivers to the left on a 2nd down and 1. Jaden McCartney time. Ready?
Here it comes.
Nope. Toss to Aiden. Aiden gets past the sticks. Past by Morgan, but tripped up. And it'll be 1st down and goal from the 7 with 54.9 seconds left. And here's the only thing you got to worry about here is they do take a timeout. You don't want to run out of time. Now, Chance, here's what I was talking
How many timeouts have they used? Do you know?
Yeah, just one.
That's one. Okay.
Yes. Well, no, that they've used only one, so they have one left.
Okay.
Before that timeout, I guess. So they've used only 2. But, Chance, I'm noticing something here on the defensive line. We're running up in a 3-man front with 2 outside linebackers. Do you maybe switch to a 4-man front here to try and kind of just even it out maybe on the defensive line? Or do you keep pressing it on the outside to really just take away that sweep play?
There's some part of me, you take the front 3 and you tighten them. You take one thing completely out of the game. Allow your corners and them to start coming in a little bit more from the side, forcing them know where they're running the ball. Take something away.
So what you're saying is you want the D tackle to line up
right
in line with the center, and then the D tackles pressing those A gaps in between the guards and the center.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I would do. But at the same time, I do see them running McCartney wide right here and see if he can get the corner. That's what I predict they run.
2 receivers lined up to the left now. Motion the receiver. Called it, Chance. Aiden's got daylight, nothing but green grass, and he is in for the touchdown. 47 seconds left here for Clay Battelle to possibly get an answer, and it is 14-12 here with 47 seconds left.
This is going to be a really big play, like you said. You just want to go in with a lead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if you can come out here, score in the second half at the first drive, even if it's just an extra point, it's still a 2-drive game at that point in time.
So what do you do here, Chance, if you're the or the defense? Are you plugging the gaps to take away Jaden's run, or are you trying to stop Aiden at all costs?
I'm taking 11 men and running them directly at the two tailbacks. If they beat us on a pass, congratulations.
Well, they're lined up in a shotgun formation here with Aiden set to take the snap. He rolls to his right, tries to find some blockers here, but he is going to be wrapped into the backfield. He was looking for his quarterback, Isaiah Demry, on the pass. Good coverage, though, there by the Seabees.
You've got Statler in on the play. You've got Moore in on the play. And I think that the way he's walking with one shoulder, I think Maddox Shriver was in on the play stopping that one. I cannot see the number, but I'm going by the walk alone right there. But
47.9 seconds left here, Chance. Do you just go into the locker room at a 14-12? Are you content with that?
We scored in 20, what would you say?
39 seconds, you told me?
39 seconds. You know, if I'm throw it deep. I mean, if you throw the,
you also have 2 timeouts.
If you throw the pick, the odds are, from what I've noticed, except for 21 on their team, we appear to have more speed. So I'm taking the guess that more than likely we'll stop the guy who picks the ball off if it happens to happen. But I do believe that we can take a shot here if we want. And the kick return may be the key to this right here. Get a nice return. Get us on the other side of our own 40. And that opens up the Hail Mary. I mean, I was watching Spears in practice. Boy's got a beautiful about 40-yard pass down the field.
All right, 47 seconds left here with Clay Battelle set to receive the kickoff in a 14-12 game. Been treated to a good one here, folks.
Back deep.
This first half is just flown by.
It has, because they just kept running the ball. And then we turned around and either ran the ball or scored quickly, one or the other. Like, the clock has really not stopped. Nice kick.
All right. Sky arching kick. Josiah Morgan, or Ponceroff, set to receive it. He takes it to about the 35-yard line, and that's where Clay Battelle will take over with 41 seconds left here.
Brought down by the Panthers, number 17, Logan Henderson.
I do believe you got to take a shot here. And I'm going to bring up the play we ran earlier that they threw it deep to Ponceroff, but Morgan was wide open in the middle.
Take over, first down and 10.
I'm hoping the coach has seen that from the tree up on the hill.
Yeah.
Because they're not in the press box.
You are correct.
They're not in the press box. They're up there calling the plays from the tree, and I'm figuring he's seen the same thing I did.
Timeout is actually called by Hancock here. I'm going to talk things over on their defense. Don't like to see that coming out of a kickoff here when your defense is not lined up correctly.
And it may have been a little bit of wanting to see what we were going to do. If we lined up like we were going to run something else besides just running it up the middle. You're looking at, 41.1 seconds here. We scored in 39 seconds. So, I mean, that's 41.1 is an eternity.
Yeah. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. All right, folks. 41.1 seconds left at your own 34. All right, Chance, put me in the mind here of Coach Kraft, Ryan Wilson, and the offensive staff here. What are you trying to run? Are you rolling out to one of the sidelines trying to get the ball out of bounds completed to one of your receivers? Or are you going for the home run ball?
If we have a timeout, the middle of the field's still open for you right here. Like I said, I like the rollout by Spears that Morgan ran a post to the middle of the field.
All right. Spears lined up in an empty backfield here. He throws a screen pass to Ponceroff, dances past the defender, and goes out of bounds with 36.4 seconds left. Gain of about 6.
Ponceroff runs out of bounds.
Yeah, 6 on the play, and that'll be a game, and that'll be second down and 4. 36.4 seconds left again.
Trying to get you just close to that 50 where you know your quarterback can throw it to the end zone is what looks like Coach Wilson.
Because they have nobody who has the height of Ponceroff.
They do not. And they substituted a kid in 13 Jordan King came in place of one of their guys. He is really short.
All right, Spears rolls to his right now, throws it to Josiah Morgan, catches him in stride. He goes out of bounds at about the 40. Referee keeps going. Referee keeps going. About the 49.5-yard line of Clay Battelle. So you got about 50.5 yards here in 31 seconds.
It gave him to midfield on that one. I thought he was out a little bit earlier. We'll take that, though. We'll take a couple extra yards.
We'll take a foot.
He just kept walking.
All right. Midfield with 31 seconds left.
You know, with that play right there, you run a couple more of them, all of a sudden you're sitting at the 30.
Clay Battelle is lined up with 2 receivers to the left now. Maddox Shriver in the backfield. Spears rolls to his left. Got excellent protection. Throws it to Josiah Morgan, and he gets out of bounds past the sticks at about the 40. 24.8 seconds left.
I was going to say, that referee stopped a lot sooner.
Yes.
And it was right at the sticks, but he has went ahead and gave the first down motion. So that's 10 yards for Josiah.
40-yard line.
They appear to have nobody speed-wise to be able to stay with Josiah. He's just drifting across that middle.
It's a short little crossing route, which basically is designed to kind of go in between the zones to give the quarterback an easy look here. Twins receivers to the right now. Actually, no, sorry, 2 receivers on each side. Maddox Shriver to J.C. Spears' right. Straight 5-step drop, throws it to Landon Savage here, and he's going to be tackled inbounds, and you're going to call a timeout.
Timeout.
With 16.7 seconds left.
Brought down inbounds by the Panthers, number 6.
Say that's Landon Savage is there with the 5-yard carry or 5-yard reception.
It'll bring up second down and 5.
He was trying to get to that sideline, it just wasn't there.
Ball resting at the Hancock 35-yard
now,
line.
with 16.7 seconds left, you're at the 35. Where are you trying to get if you're Clay Battelle? Are you trying to get to the 25, maybe the 20, or are you just trying to get as many yards as you can before you have to run one more play to the end zone? Because you probably have time for about 2 plays here.
I was going to say, if you've got a timeout, the middle of the field's available. If you don't, which I cannot tell with this scoreboard if we do.
Yeah, we do. We have one.
If we have one timeout, the middle of the field's still open. I tell you what, that play earlier, Morgan was wide open on. They sent everybody else deep, and Morgan ran more of kind of a curl post to the middle of the field and was just wide open. I love that one. If not, it's 2 Hail Marys to Poncer off in the end zone.
2 receivers lined up to the left here. Josiah Morgan is lined up at the tight end position. Maddox Shriver to J.C. Spears is left. Snap is good. J.C. Spears rolls to his left. He's not finding anybody open. Throws it to Josiah Morgan, and he's got it for a catch. 8.6 seconds left. They're going to say he's out of bounds and incomplete.
I thought he drugged the foot, but at the same time, don't got the best. We're 50 yards away.
Yeah.
But I can tell you this, he did try dragging the foot. Now, we just couldn't see the sideline. I will trust the ref on that call for sure.
All right, 8.6 seconds left, Chance. Are you going for the end zone, or are you trying to get one more play in out of bounds?
It has to be a quick hitter at this point in time. You can't take that risk.
I think you have a chance to hit the middle of the field here, but take Poncer off and send him deep. They have a safety lined up, number 1 here, Jacob Anderson, along with 2 corners on the play.
Be interesting to see.
Spears rolls to his left.
Oh, we got pressure.
He's got pressure, and he's trying to throw it, and he throws it. Are they going to say it's a fumble?
It does appear to be, well,
I'm not really sure what they're going to roll with.
They're talking.
Yeah.
They have not made a decision themselves.
Either way, this is the end of the first half here.
17, Logan Hendershot.
This only matters on the stat sheet, and the refs do not want to let us know what that was.
They're saying forward pass here, but that it's illegitimate as the first half ends. All right, Chance, we've been treated to a good one here. The quickest first half in probably the history of Maryland football.
And going with that, I'm in agreement with you.
All right. Clay Battelle will come back here with the halftime report as Clay Battelle leads by a score of 14-12.
Would you hand the keys to your car to anyone on the street? Then why would you hand the keys to your business to someone you just met for an interview? Horizon Medical Technologies can take that worry away. With comprehensive employee validation, Horizon will provide an in-depth background check and drug screening for any new hire. Learn more at horizonmedtech.com or visit the office at the Mountaineer Mall. Horizon Medical Technologies. Express testing. Express results.
The Insurance Centers is not just home and auto. We're home, auto, group health, life, business, and so much more. If you need insurance of any type and would like to build a lasting professional relationship with a local agent, call the office nearest you or visit us online today at insurancecenters.com. The Insurance Centers, where serving you is our best policy. In Morgantown, Westover, Kingwood, Terra Alta, Brewston Mills, and Fairchance, Pennsylvania.
Hi, Josh Heinerman here with Advanced HVAC and Plumbing, the area's only factory authorized Carrier dealer. You can tell when it's time to clean your kitchen, but do you know when it's time to clean your air ducts? Just think of all the dust and allergens that have been piling up for all those years. But breathe easy. Advanced is now offering you $150 off any duct cleaning project in September. A cleaner home is just a call or text away. 304-598-9030. Carrier, turn to the experts and turn to Advanced.
Hi, I'm David McCormick, owner of Omega Commercial Interiors. Did you know high school football is the most attended spectator sport in America? Seeing all those people cheering the home team got me thinking. In the bleachers, it's fun to stand and cheer, but at the office, you should sit in comfort. If your office furniture could use a new playbook, call Omega Commercial Interiors. Remember, buy local. And when you need office furniture, call us or go to OmegaCommercialInteriors.com. We're a proud West Virginia company.
With over 75 years of dedication to our local community, Mon Health has been delivering babies for generations. Our state-of-the-art family birth center provides an intimate atmosphere that accommodates all birth plan options. Private birthing suites, a dedicated postpartum depression program, and the best of care in a family setting. Visit monhealth.com/OBGYN to learn more. Choose Mon Health, the first baby-friendly hospital in West Virginia. Feel the difference.
Ever take a moment to glance at the ball field fence and see the name Insurance Centers? It's not about the unlimited concession stand popcorn that comes with a sponsorship. It's about an investment. The Insurance Centers consistently sponsors area schools, youth sports programs, agriculture, first responders, and veterans. It's our investment in the future of those communities. So when you're cheering for your local team, just know the Insurance Centers is right there with you. Online at insurancecenters.com.
Works for you, for rehab and fitness too.
When you attend football games, do you rush to get a seat at the back of the bleachers for back support? Back pain is a common problem and can often be relieved with physical therapy treatments. If you have back pain, see your doctor and ask for a physical therapy prescription. Then see the physical therapy professionals at HealthWorks. With 9 nearby locations, finding quality care doesn't need to be a headache. HealthWorks Rehab and Fitness, Morgantown, Westover, Cheat Lake, Blacksville, Smithfield, Waynesburg, Fairmont, and Buchanan. When your body hurts, go to HealthWorks.
Our people make the difference in the way you feel each day. When your body hurts, go to HealthWorks.
This is the WHAR Halftime Show, presented by the Mon Health System. Feel the difference.
Welcome back to Hancock, Maryland, where we are at halftime, and your score, Clay Battelle leads by a score of 14-12 over the Hancock Panthers. Once again, Ethan Collins joined alongside me as Chance Collins. This halftime report is sponsored by the Mon Health System. Feel the difference. And Chance, good first half of football, quickest first half of football we have ever come across. We have just crossed 8 o'clock.
That is quick. I mean, because we kicked off probably 7:05, 7:06, 8 o'clock. We're already sitting, and I can remember kind of a joke. Wilson was talking with us. He's like, we could kick the ball off 44 minutes later, be on the bus going home. I'd be okay with it.
Yeah.
And the sad part is he's almost on schedule with that. How quick he felt like he wanted to get back out
he's
here.
only up by 2.
He's only up by 2, but I'm sure he'd still be happy going home with a win with 2. May not be happy, but I think he'd still be happy with the win.
All right. Chance, go ahead and give me the first half stats for me.
Okay, your first half stats brought by Omega Commercial Interiors. Buy Omega Commercial Interiors for office furniture. Buy local at Omega in Morgantown and Charleston. Your first half stats will start out with the opposing team, the Hancock Panthers, who you've got Demery at quarterback, 2 of 4 for 13 yards. As we've brought up, they've been keeping it on the ground. He does have 4 rushes for a -5 yards. You've got Jacob McCartney, number 21, has 16 carries, 110 yards, and 2 TDs. And you've got Jalen McCartney with 8 carries for 42 yards. They also, I have one other stat I will have for them in a moment. We're going to compare along with the Seabees on a certain stat, something to keep an eye on in the second half. But let's move over to the Clay Battelle Seabees. You've got J.C. Spears, 9 of 12, 101 yards, 2 TDs. You've got Ponceroff, 1 throw, 1 of 1, 15 yards. He also has 4 catches for 77 yards and 2 TDs. Maverick Gum on the ground, the leading rusher for the Clay Battelle Seabees with 4 for 20. Here's the huge stat that I think we need to keep an eye on for the second half.
Okay.
The Seabees, I have at a total, which I know these ain't going to add up correctly probably to the exact total, but I have the Seabees at around 7 minutes of time of possession, and I've got Hancock at 17.5 minutes of time of possession. Defense starts to wear a little bit when you're out there 3/4 of the time, and I understand it's single-A football, but there is some of them players that only play defense, and then there's some other guys playing both ways, and when they're playing both ways, but they're playing the defensive side of the ball, as we all know, takes more out of you not knowing where the play goes than when you know where it's going. Something to keep an eye on in the second half.
All right, that'll do it for the first half stats, sponsored by Omega Commercial Interiors. When we come back, we'll talk about scores going on around the state. You are listening to Clay Battelle CB Football here on WAJR.com.
Moving around pain-free is an important part of your life. Same-day total joint replacements are now available with the orthopedic specialists at Mon Health in both Morgantown and Kingwood. Same-day total joint replacements are less invasive, allow for faster recovery periods, and don't require an inpatient hospital stay. Same-day total joint replacements, a faster way for you to be you again. Orthopedic experts you know, providing care and trust. Learn more at monhealth.com/ortho. Choose Mon Health. Feel the difference.
Now back to the Mon Health System halftime report on WAJR.
Welcome back to Hancock, Maryland, where we are at halftime and the Clay Battelle Seabees lead by a score of 14-12 over the Hancock Panthers. Chance, I know you've been looking forward to the scores.
I have.
This is a very interesting week of football here in the Mountain State. We'll start off here at AAA here with Martinsburg leading Musselman 7-0.
Musselman brought back all their linemen this year, and I got a funny feeling Musselman's doing to Martinsburg maybe what we kind of see Hancock doing here to us. I got a feeling the time of possession is a different beast down there than Martinsburg is used to.
Yesterday we saw the Buckwheat Bowl, as Preston unfortunately did lose to Beckley High School 50-13. I heard 7 different players scored a touchdown for Beckley High School. That's absolutely incredible.
That is amazing.
All right, moving on here. Wheeling Park up on number 1 in WVSSAC stats. Number 1, Morgantown, 6-0 at halftime. Told you we were in for a good week, though, didn't I, Chance?
We are.
All right. Cabell Midland up 43-0 in the second quarter over Capital. Roane County up 7-0 over Ripley in the first quarter. Huntington up 28-0 on Riverside. Princeton up 21-0 on Greenbrier East. George Washington only up 6-3 on the Parkersburg Big Reds.
That is unranked versus what, number 6?
Yeah,
in
number
the
6.
WVSAC rankings.
Number 7, Spring Mills taking on Washington. That game currently scoreless in the first quarter. Bridgeport up 7-0 over Brook. That might be the only game that will get over with quicker than this one we have here tonight. We've seen Bridgeport play. They like to run that triple option power eye split backs, whatever you want to call it. They don't pass. That's what we're trying to tell you.
A lot of truth behind that one there.
Yeah. Jefferson up on Hedgesville 21-0. That's the AAA game of the week here, as a couple of teams in the teens, and it turns out to be a blowout. Jefferson up 21-0. University up 21-7 on Buchanan Upshur in the first quarter. AA Wayne taking on Lincoln County. Wayne is up 16-0. Northern Garrett Huskies up on Hampshire 7-0. Spring Valley up on South Charleston 21-0. And John Marshall will take on Warren Local Ohio on Saturday. Moving on to AA here, Bluefield up on Independence 12-7 in the second quarter.
That could be 2 losses in a row for Independence, which they probably haven't had in 2 to 3 years.
Absolutely. The game that everybody probably has their eye on in the Mountain State, if you're a fan of AA football, number 6 Fairmont Senior up on North Marion 21-14 in the fourth quarter. That game seems to be living up to the hype.
Number one
North Marion. Yes. Number 3, Philip Barber up on Berkeley Springs, 14-0. Mingo Central currently trailing number 4, Scott, 22-0 in the second quarter. Frankfort up on Mountain Ridge Miners in Maryland, tied at 7. Weir and Kaiser are facing off, and Weir is up 15-7 in the second quarter. Herbert Hoover up on Chapmanville. Number 10, Herbert Hoover, started the season out 0-2. They've gone on a 3-game winning streak, looking like they're going to go on a 4-game winning streak as they're up 28-3 over a similar record Chapmanville.
I was going to say, and if my memory serves me correct, Herbert Hoover started out 0-3 last year and ended up at Wheeling Island.
Absolutely.
So they evidently felt they needed to lose only 2 games this year before they started to win.
Lincoln is currently trailing to Lewis County 19-14 in the second quarter. I know you have a buddy that is a big fan of Lincoln High School. Is that correct?
That is correct. Graduated from Lincoln, and he did tell me that the Lincoln North Marion score was a little deceiving from last week when North Marion beat him by a pretty big score.
All right. Elkins is up on Grafton 14-0 at halftime. Fort Fry up on Point Pleasant 6-0 in the second quarter. Robert C. Byrd up on Oak Glen 6-0. Polka up on Sissonville 14-0. We'll move on to single A here. Everybody's favorite, Eastern Ohio versus Buffalo Putnam. Currently scoreless at 0-0. South Harrison at Valley Wetzel. South Harrison is up on Valley Wetzel, 8-7.
That is a little bit of a shocker there. South Harrison having a down year this year. Valley Wetzel having an up year. But, maybe this is South Harrison's season here. Find a way to beat a team that is ranked in the WVSACC rankings.
Number 11, Summers County taking on number 1, James Monroe, and James Monroe is currently up 7-0 over Summers County. Metro News Game of the Week. In the second quarter, 0-0 between the St. Mary's Blue Devils and the Williamstown Yellow Jackets.
A little bit of a shocker. We had a little bit of a conversation on the way up about this one, and I actually said St. Mary's playing you guys within 20. I would have taken as a win coming out of it that we were one of the top 5
I think
teams
you got to be within single digits. I really do think that. I think St. Mary's is a lot better than you're giving them credit for.
I just know how good Williamstown is what I'll say. It would go from there. I mean, Maxwell Melissa, my man crush.
Still surprising, though, that this game is scoreless in the second quarter.
I agree.
Tucker County up on Pendleton County 32-0 at halftime. Work County and Wahama scoreless in the first quarter. Montcalm and Hundred scoreless in the first quarter. We'll be keeping an eye on that one. 3-0 Montcalm taking on a 2-2 Hundred side. Maybe not as bad as their record indicates. We've seen how good they are against the Clay Battelle Seabees. We thought this isn't your typical Hundred side.
They were a very bounced offense, which is something I think will lead to wins as this season goes along for 100.
Greenbrier West up 28-0 over AA Shady Spring. That's going to be some good bonus points there. We might even see Greenbrier West leapfrog into the top 5 with that.
Be a big win for him.
Tyler Consolidated and Magnolia currently at no score. Everyone's favorite Braxton County is the one you're a fan of.
I am. Braxton County has the 2 greatest announcers.
Outside of us, right?
No, they're even better than us. I ain't even going to put myself on the same level as them guys. I look forward every week to West Virginia Metro News, hearing them guys announce some highlights.
Well, Nicholas County's 1-3 in AA, and Midland Trail 3-2 in single A. Nicholas County up 20-0 in the second quarter. Moorfield is up 14-7 on number 13 Petersburg in the second quarter. Madonna and Cameron at no score. East Hardy up on Pocahontas County 28-0. Once again, your score here: Clay Battelle leads Hancock by a score of 14-12. Meadowbridge in Gilmer County. That'll be an interesting one to watch out for as Meadowbridge takes on Clay Battelle next week at home. And then Van at Payton City. You talked about this. You've been impressed by Payton City so far this year.
I have. They haven't had a close game, per se. They did get blown out I think it was Montcalm or somebody that blew them out. But their wins, that offense is putting some points up. A lot of people have not scored against Montcalm lately.
All right. We move on here to the opponent that took on Clay Patel CBs last week. Tigers Valley is up on Richwood 19-8. A couple of winless teams here hoping to get their first win. And Tigers Valley up 19-8 on Richwood.
I do want to bring up, we both kind of had a talk on the way home talking about Tigers Valley. Tigers Valley in the second half was a different ball club than they were in the first half. Do I believe the CBs were a better team? Yes. They showed plenty of fight, and now you see them coming back here leading Richwood. Takes a lot of heart sometimes when you're not having a good season at 0-4. And we also talked their schedule. Nobody else has scheduled a harder schedule in sports maybe than
Tigers
Valley.
Maybe the next team that I'm going to bring up might have a harder schedule in single A, and that is the Wheeling Central Catholic Knights, taking on a D.C. side that is undefeated. Merritt High School in Washington, D.C. That game will kick off tomorrow. Chance, if I were to tell you that Wheeling Central was 2-3 at this point in the season, would you be surprised about it?
I mean, it's one of them, as you were kind of bringing up. You're surprised to see that, but I don't know how many times I've watched Wheeling Central Catholic sneak in at a 5-6 or a 6-4 record. Sneak in because, as you said, they're playing a AAA schedule as a single A school. I
wonder why that is.
Yeah, wonder why that is. Nobody wants to play you. Probably things I can't say over the radio. But at the same time, when you go to a state title game with Wheeling Central Catholic, you're not finding a West Virginia license plate in there unless it's from the opposing team that's playing them that night. I'm just going to put it out there. But at the same time, they are a very impressive team. I know coming into the season.
They're young this year.
They're young, and that may be what ends up haunting them and not finding a way into the playoffs, as we've had some other talks.
But at the same time, though, they're a very well-coached ball club, and you would sit there and say that if you're going to have this young of a ball club, fine. We'll go 4-6. We'll go 5-5 and not make the playoffs. But come next year,
we're going to be a force.
We're going to be a force. We're going to go 8-2, have one of the hardest schedules in single A, and nobody's going to touch us come playoff time.
And one of the things that Wheeling Central may be preparing themselves for is rumors of the 4 classifications in football.
Very good point.
And if they move up to AA, that competition is going to be another level up than single A teams.
Especially in the playoffs, for sure.
Agreed. And that may be something that, as much at times
AA schools, if you're listening to this,
prepare yourself.
Get some natural grass. Because that's the only thing that can stop Wheeling Central. I bet you this Hancock team could go toe-to-toe with Wheeling Central. Do you think so?
I think it would, because they'd be allergic. They would be allergic to 3-inch tall Fescus is what it would be.
Absolutely. Chance, okay, so we'll go into that. Do any of these scores really surprise you?
I'm going to say the Lincoln County game, I believe, mentioning with my buddy or whatever, then was a little bit closer than I thought it was. St. Mary's Williamstown being at 0 even in the second quarter.
I'm going to have to
get an update?
I got an update. From Mr. Collins, Peter Collins, my father. 9:41 left to go in the second quarter, no score. Melissa is out after striking the bench on Williamstown in the sidelines when he was shoved at least 2 steps out of bounds.
I hate to hear that if it was that dirty of a hit, because I want a fair game between both teams. I want the best of the best, because if I beat you, I want to beat you at your best. But at the same time, there's motivation come playoff time if that leads to, even this close game or not. Because as we all know, Melissa, we was talking about Division I athlete. It may be in baseball he's coming to WVU.
He could play Division I. Now, albeit it wouldn't be Power 5, but he could definitely play FCS, which is still Division I.
Agreed.
And or Group of 5 schools. I could see this kid playing it like Akron or somewhere.
But it is, I'll put it a test out there. What's your head coach's name? Beck.
Coach Beck, Chris Beck.
This is an opportunity for Beck, who me and you have had conversations on trips that, at times Beck's career has been made by Maxwell Melissa, in my opinion. Like, it's easy when you got Maxwell Melissa in that backfield to go just, hey, take the ball, go do what you got to do. Now it's an opportunity. You got to go coach toe-to-toe with Jody Moat, who I've said is probably one of the better coaches in single-A football, at least in the state of West Virginia, in my opinion. Jody has put a phenomenal career together. And, I watched Jody play as a player. So, I definitely definitely pulls on my heartstrings seeing somebody I watched play high school football go on to coach my alma mater, finally get us to a state title game or win a state title after 104 years of not having one. But now it's a chance for Beck to prove that it just ain't Maxwell Melissa, that team is more than one player. So highly anticipate the updates that will come from Pleasants County and hear what's going on there. I do hope that whatever happened to Maxwell Melissa,
it wasn't dirty.
Not dirty, but also not a permanent injury.
Yeah.
I'm hoping maybe it's a bruise, something that they've just decided to play the precautionary level and allow him to heal up for next week.
That is a very fair assessment. As the clock strikes 0 on the halftime clock, let's see if they put it back up to 3 minutes. Chance was looking at the Hancock Panthers warming up. I thought they were going to play a game of duck, duck, goose. They were lined up in a circle there, lying down, stretching. But at the same time, though, these Panthers, they're in it.
They are. It's 14-12 right now. Clay Battelle is going to get the opening kickoff. Me and you, as commercials have been playing from our sponsors who allow me and you to come on the radio here and be able to announce this game to the fans. Having the discussions while we were talking, while them commercials played, and this drive's crucial.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, here's the thing. If
they get all momentum.
If you don't score, they can run their offense the way they want to run it. And what they want to do is run the ball down, take 8 minutes off the clock, take a lead, give it back to you to where they can keep that offense the same. You know what I mean? Even if you score, they can still run their offense. You get up on them 2 scores, and all of a sudden you may have to start changing, passing a little bit more than they want to pass, and, not running their offense.
I'm going to pose this question to you after I give you another update from Pleasants County. Right now, as it's called, so this all happened while we were on the air. My father's texting me as this has happened. Right now, it's just called a personal foul with a late hit out of bounds. They are carting him off the field after a long delay. Maxwell Melissa.
Anytime a card is involved, is normally not a good sign. And plus, as me and you've talked, we know he has a scholarship to WVU.
Baseball.
And for baseball, anytime you hear a cart, it's a scary thought.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had we're getting ready. We got a flag down. I do believe number 11 was offsides.
Yeah, it does look like he was offsides.
Offside.
The good news is for the CBs is that number 11 is not on the roster, so I can't call him out by name.
Well, that's Tyson Price.
That's the guy we didn't know who he was for the longest time, wasn't it? I forgot about that.
It's all right.
You know who his name is, who was offsides.
Kickoff at the 40 here for Clay Battelle. Once again, I'll pose this question to you, Chance, as soon as we get this kickoff ready to go here. As the kick is away, it's a high booming kick, and it goes right between Josiah Morgan's legs. He has to pick it up at his own 10, retreats to his own 10, and that is where Clay Battelle is going to take over as Jacob Anderson just wraps him up and brings him down. Not the start that you wanted here, Chance. All right, here's the
that
question.
actually looks like inside the 10.
Yeah.
The 8 is what they're marking it at, it looks like.
So here's the question that I'm going to pose to you, Chance. If this score goes back and forth, if this keeps going back and forth, all Hancock has to do is stop them. If they want to score touchdowns back and forth, they can say this will come down to 2-point conversion tries.
Yes, it's going to be a lot closer game.
Do you see Clay Battelle getting an advantage here? As hold that thought, as Maverick Gum is set to take the snap here. He's grabbing him by the back of the jersey here. That was called a horse collar at the first play.
That was more of a horse collar than the horse collar that they called. I agree.
It is a gain of 11 on the play, and that will be a first down for the Clay Battelle Seabees as we approach 11:44 left going to the first half. Do you see the Seabees having an advantage here on 2-point conversions?
I kind of feel like I do, because I feel like we're more of a two-dimensional offense. We can pass and run.
All right, Maddox Shriver going to take the carry here. He's got some space here. Going out of bounds, saving that shoulder. I think that's a good idea.
I'm in agreement.
He does get a nice little gain there. Gain of about 15.
I think 22.
22. Down to the 40-yard line. Nice gain there by Maddox Shriver. And it will be first down and 10 with 11:25 left to go here in the second half. Third quarter, second half.
Yeah, that was a nice run. Shriver's been able to get that corner. And like you said, I'm happy to see him run out of bounds, save that shoulder for another play.
Spears and Ponce are off the receivers. It looks like Maverick Gum set to take the snap. He runs to his right, And he's going to get tackled into the backfield there. That was an excellent pursuit in the backfield there by Brody Stratton. Forward progress is going to leave him with a loss of about half a yard.
Second down and 12 for the Seabees. Ball spotted at their 39-yard line.
And it'll be second down and 11 here. 10:55 left to go here in the third quarter. Maddox Shriver set to take the snap in an empty backfield here. Go a hard count, and they get the Hancock Panthers to jump offsides. That'll move the ball 5 yards, and it'll bring up second down and 6 for the Clay Battelle Seabees. We've seen that work on both sides here tonight.
Do you know how you can save the shoulder if you're Maddox Shriver? Get him to jump offside so you don't got to run the ball and get 5 yards.
That's fair. Well, same formation here with Maddox Shriver set to take the snap in the lone backfield. Second down and 6. He takes the snap. It's a little low, but he corrals it. He goes to his right, passes the blockers, gets to about the first down marker. He does get up, which is always a good sign, and they're going to move the chains. First down and 10 for the Clay Battelle Seabees.
First down, Seabees. Ball spotted at the Hancock.
Seen a little bit different here. It almost like the Seabees want to control the clock a little bit in the second half.
They've shown that they can do it in both ways. Maybe take a little bit of time off the clock and give your defense a rest here. Maverick Gum, the lone man in the backfield, takes the snap, runs to his right, pushes past his blockers, and he is going to get a gain of 1. Ball was at the 50, and it's down to about the 49-yard line.
Down by a host of Panthers.
Second down and 9.
Brings up second down and 9 for the
9:30 left to go in the third quarter now.
Hancock 48-yard
Spears subbing in for Joshua Wilson. But he lines up at wide receiver along with Braden Ponceroff. Second down and 9 here. Maddox Shriver set to take the snap with Maverick Gum. Oh, my goodness.
Everybody else in the huddle except for the center heard on 1.
Yeah.
The center heard on 2.
So it'll be a false start, and that is going to bring up second down and 14 for the Clay Battelle Seabees. You don't want to be behind the chains after running the ball as effectively as you have.
Just for a record, that is a sick feeling for a center. When you're still sitting there and everybody else
Do you
is
know
moving.
that feeling?
I do not know that feeling. I just know it's a sick feeling when everybody else is moving and you're not.
All right, J.C. Spears set to take the snap here. 2 receivers to the left of Gunnar Price and Ponceroff. Spears rolls to his left, and he throws it to Josiah Morgan out in the flat, and it's going to be a minimal gain. Good job by Josiah Morgan to just kind of corral that and gain anything on that play. Gain of about 2 maybe on the play, and that'll bring up third down and about 13 here for the Seabees.
Another catch by Morgan, unable to keep his feet. Ball was a little bit out in front. Nice didn't even get the catch to move it forward 2 yards. But a kid that had a rough game 1, that has become an integral part of this offense as the season's went along.
All right. Here, I'm going to play offensive coordinator here for you. You're in obvious 4-down territory, so what I think they want to do is probably put Josiah Morgan on a crossing route coming to our sideline. Spears, the lone man in the backfield. He rolls to his right. He's going to be pressured. Throws it to Ponceroff, and he does get a decent gain on the play. Not enough to move the sticks here, and that will bring up fourth down and about 6 here for Clay Battelle. Do I say it? Do you punt it?
I don't punt it here. You're only if I wouldn't have gained anything on that play, I think I punt it because I'm on my own 50. But it does look like Coach Wilson's going to play conservative here and put Spears in the punt.
Yep. Nobody back deep here for Hancock. Snap is good. Spears rolls to his right, end over end kick.
Nice kick.
Goes right down to the 1. How about that? Oh, he Wilson's for a touchback.
Spears punt.
That was a really late touchback
45
call.
yards and a touchback.
All right. So Hancock will take over at their own 20-yard line here, 1st and 10 with 7:24 left to go in the third quarter.
Panthers will take over 1st down and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
7:24 left to go in the third quarter.
Got them crickets back. Things getting silent around here. I don't think this time is from boredom. I think it's a little bit of nervousness in this crowd on this side with us. They're wanting to see what their offense
They got
do.
all the momentum. It's Twins receivers to the right here. I formation. They motion the receiver. Let's see what Coach lined up with on halftime adjustments here. As they hand it off to the fullback, Jaden McCarty.
Your ball carrier.
Looks like a gain of maybe 2.
Looking to see where they spot it. I think it's a gain. I think you're right, Chance. Gain of about 2 here, so that'll bring up 2nd down and 8. Running clock here. Boy, a 3 and out would be absolutely tremendous defensive adjustments here by the Clay Battelle Seabees. With Jaden getting a minimal gain of about 2, I would expect to see the toss play by Aiden McCarty. Expected to see it to the right.
We went to a 5-man line, just to let you know.
Snap is a toss to Aiden. Aiden tries to get to the edge, and he's tackled at about the 26. Tackled by Easton Rowan. Good pursuit by the D lineman.
Landon Savage on that play. Couldn't have played that play any better.
Absolutely, stayed home.
Set the corner, made him turn it in, and shut it down there. That was nice.
All right, 3rd down and 4 here. Crucial 3rd down here for the Seabees. 6:12 remaining in the 3rd quarter. As you are right, they have lined up of a 5-man front of Easton Rowan, Cameron Mercer, Brody Willard, Carson Moore, Cooper Statler, and Brady Nestor. It's actually an 8-man front as Maverick Gum has come up on the edge as well. They're going to roll out to pass here. It's a deep shot, laying it out there, and he's broken it up, and it is incomplete.
When this is all said and done, we're going to hand out game balls to people. And Landon Savage needs to be on that list of people at least available for. That man has played a phenomenal game. Should say boy, as I said man, but that boy's played a phenomenal game. Sometimes just doing what he's supposed to do, not even getting in on the play, but that defense.
The junior has played tremendous even on this series, and that is going to bring up the first punt of the game by either side.
No. We just punted.
Yeah.
It's
so
back
now
and forth.
both sides have punted.
So you can tell the defensive coordinators have made some adjustments for the second
punter here for the Panthers is Jaden McCarty. He fumbles the snap. Is he going to try to run it here? Easton Rowan gets pulled by the face mask, and that's going to bring up an automatic 1st down.
Yeah, Cooper Statler reached out to get him, and it obviously did not look on purpose, but the face mask was grabbed.
It's going to be an incidental face mask, probably. Maybe a personal foul. It's going to be a 1st down anyway. Although I don't know if they do personal fouls or incidental face masks anymore. It may just be a personal
15.
foul.
I think it's 15 no matter what in high school.
You get the stop that you wanted and a crucial penalty on 4th down.
Then you get a fumbled snap on the punt.
Yeah.
And just accidentally reach that hand up a little bit higher than what you want to.
By the way, I did see Cooper Statler. They are saying personal foul face mask on the defense. I did see Cooper Statler walk back. Wasn't holding his head. Wasn't frustrated with himself. He looked over the sideline and tapped his chest. Said, my bad. My bad.
I'd watch him on this play.
Yeah.
I'd watch him on this play.
I guarantee
Maybe watch him on the next 3, but.
All right, 1st down and 10 here now from the 32-yard line.
He's going to want to hit.
8-man defensive front here for the Clay Battelle Seabees. Snap is a handoff between the tackles for Aiden McCarty.
your ball carrier.
Gain of about 3 or 4 on the play.
Cooper Statler on the tackle.
Yep, how about that? You called it.
He's ready to hit something right now.
5 minutes in closing here in the 3rd quarter. So it will be 2nd down and 7.
For Hancock, ball spotted at their own 37-yard line.
As they break the huddle, Twins receivers to the right. Second down here. They motion the receiver from right to left. They toss it to the left. Trying to seal the edge here. They've got Aiden, it looks like, wrapped up in the backfield, but no.
I think he was able to squeeze a yard out. I don't think much more.
Actually, that may have
We do have somebody down for the CBs.
That may have been Jaden. I'm trying to see who it is that's down for the CBs. It's Maddox. It is Maddox.
The boy's trying everything he can to play
really
through that
is.
shoulder injury. And we've needed him tonight. We kind of had a talk. I ain't going to lie. Looking at 0-3 with Hancock, we didn't think we were going to be in a dogfight. We've needed him tonight, though.
Yeah.
He's played crucial minutes on both sides of the ball.
All right, I'll tell you what, with the injured player on the field, we'll take a break here. We'll come back with the third quarter of action here on WAJR.com.
Health works for you, for rehab and fitness too.
Keeping high school athletes healthy is something that HealthWorks Rehab and Fitness takes great pride in. That's why our certified athletic trainers work with many area schools during practice and on the sidelines during tonight's game. Unfortunately, injuries do happen in sports, at work, and at home. At HealthWorks, our goal remains the same, to get you back in action. When you need physical therapy, you need HealthWorks. HealthWorks Rehab and Fitness, Morgantown, Westover, Cheat Lake, Blacksville, Smithfield, Waynesburg, Fairmont, and Buchanan. When your body hurts, go to HealthWorks.
Our people make the difference in the way you feel each day.
This is.
I'll tell you what, we'll come back here with Hancock on a 3rd down and 6. They fake the toss. Actually, it's going to be right back to him.
Late toss.
Yeah. Maverick Gum pushes him out of bounds at the 40.
He may have gotten to the 42, but that's still going to be a 4th down.
Chance, it finally brings to the point now. We saw it go out of bounds here, and it finally brings to the point of the tarp.
Yes, bring that up with the referees.
The referees had talked to us about this, the Hancock tarps that are on each of the sidelines. The referees have asked them, they can't make them get rid of the tarp, but they are saying that these tarps are extremely slick. And we have seen it for the first time tonight that Maverick Gum kind of slipped there on the edge. But Hancock does get the first down here, 1st down and 10. They motion the receiver. It's going to be a quick throw here, and it is complete to the intended receiver, Sean Thomas, on the catch there.
CB's 14, Brady Nestor. Number 55, Carson Moore.
That's his first catch of the night. Matter of fact, that's honestly the first time I've seen him in the game. Sean Thomas.
2nd down and 5 for Hancock. Ball resting at the run.
Nice catch, though. He stuck it out and stuck to one hand. He did not
4-yard completion there by the Panthers as we approach 3.5 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. Hopefully Clay Patel gets the ball back in this game. 2nd down and 6. 2nd down 5, sorry. Motion the receiver. Flag on the play. Maybe a delay of game.
What do we got?
They are saying delay of game. Another thing to mention, Chance, there is no play clock.
There is no play clock. We actually seen Coach Wilson early when the refs were speaking to him. He asked them what was going to be. The refs were like, I'm kind of going to wave my hand above my head at 10 seconds. At 5 seconds, I'm going to make this hand gesture. And then at that point in time, it's kind of on you. Like, it's either going to be a penalty or you're going to get it off in time.
So that 2nd down, that 5-yard completion moves the ball back to the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Twins receivers to the right in an I formation. Tight end to the left. That stacked defensive front for Clay Battelle as they toss it to the left. Trying to tackle Aiden, and they get him in the backfield.
Maverick Gum. Nice play by Maverick Gum.
3rd down and about 10.5 here. He lost about a half a yard. So this will be 3rd down and 10.
3rd and 11 for the Panthers. Ball resting at the run, 42-yard line.
A small group of people from Clay Battelle has come up. I'm sure a lot of parents over there with the team, ball players, but making a lot of noise for what little small crowd there was there. They knew that was a huge play.
3rd down and 10.5 here for the Panthers of Hancock. They line up with 2 receivers on each side. Sorry, 1 tight end to the left, 1 receiver to the left, 2 wide receivers to the right. Aiden McCarty, it's set to take the snap. He throws it, but it's going to be short. Are they going to say it's a completed catch? It is a completed catch, but it'll bring up 4th down and about 3 here for the Panthers. And now they're faced with a huge decision. Do you punt it at 4th down and 3?
They're going for it here. There's no doubt in my mind that they got a breakdown here on the punt. They feel this is the drive that they go back down and take the lead.
All right. 4th down and 3. Chance says go for it. I say punt it.
You're at midfield in this close of a game. I think you need to. If they had a quicker scoring offense,
that's a good point.
Maybe you can play around a little bit, but if they get this, they can just keep using their offense.
They're going to line up in a shotgun formation here. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Still a stacked formation here. Timeout called by Hancock. I don't think somebody was lined up right. Actually, I think number 4, Sean Thomas, kept moving around. I don't know if all 11 guys got set. If he didn't call the timeout, they may have risked a 5-yard penalty.
And that is something they definitely did not want leading into that.
And they are going to reset the clock here to 1:28. Once again, ball is at midfield here. The line to gain is the 53. All right, Chance, what do you do if you're Hancock?
If I'm them, I just try to get number 21, McCartney, on the outside. See if he can make something happen. 4 yards with that kid has been pretty easy tonight. I don't like saying that, but it just has been. He's been able to find a way. He does not go down easy. At that point in time, it's up to the CBs to do what Landon Savage done earlier, which is just
seal the edge.
Just seal the edge and wrap the ankles.
All right, 4th down and 3. Crucial play here, nevertheless, with 1:28 left to go in the 3rd quarter.
And we're going to see McCartney, it looks like, line up at quarterback.
Yep, you are correct. It looks like his brother Jaden is to his right. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Snap. Pressure coming. He's got some room to run here. He's going to get the 1st down and a whole lot more. Gets a block. He's in a foot race, and he is going to go towards the end zone. Touchdown, Hancock. A 50-yard touchdown rush, kind of a broken play there by Hancock, but that's why you put your best athlete there to possibly throw the ball.
They did, if I'm correct. Gunnar Price came off the corner, had him, and McCartney just made that one little subtle move that Price had so much momentum coming he couldn't stop. That gave him the outside, and then from there he done it. But I will also say 3 great blocks by the Hancock Panthers on that run down the field. Clay Battelle had a couple opportunities at him, just not able to come up with it.
All right. Here comes the all-crucial
That's what I did.
Yeah.
That's what I said I would do. So
here comes the all-crucial 2-point conversion here. You have a chance to put it up here by at least 6. Snap is a play-action pass. The quarterback rolls to his right, throws it in the end zone wide open. Jacob Anderson, and the 2-point conversion is good.
Somebody, I think they thought, what is it, a Drenny or Demery? I think they thought Demery was going to run it. Somebody left Anderson, and he was just wide open. Nice little toss pass. But you know what? You still got to catch the ball, and that's what Anderson did. So now we're looking, 109 here in the 3rd, down by 6. What is so crucial about that is now you force us to make an extra point. We either got to kick it or go for 2 and make it in order to take the lead.
Which I think if you're Clay Battelle, you probably go for 2, right?
I think the
pressure kicks.
Statler seems to has looked good in the pregame, but he hasn't seemed to have. Here's what I'll say: he can kick. I don't know if the line can keep him from getting to it first. That's where Statler's had his issues with extra point. Is there's too much of a push up in the middle of that line. He's gotten a lot of kicks blocked. It's not that he can't put it through the uprights. It's just he can't get enough time for the ball to get in the air.
All right. Josiah Morgan, Braden Ponseroff, and Maverick Gum set to receive the kick here deep. It's a nice booming kick, goes straight to Maverick Gum. He receives it at the 25. He's got some room to work. Goes across the 35, close to the 40, and is down across the 40, down to the 41 here. Good job of falling forward and getting an extra 2 yards on the carry. First down and 10 here for the Seabees. One minute left to go in the third quarter here. Are all bets off, Chance? Do you abandon the run completely and go straight to passing?
I mean, we haven't had much luck on the run. I don't think you got to leave it because Maddox Shriver's got in the corner a couple times.
Well, I'm going to interrupt you here because Ponceroff is the lone man set to take the snap. Snap is good. We're going to throw it deep.
Spears is beating his man.
Ponceroff open deep, and it's intercepted. Intercepted at the 20-yard line by Sean Thomas. And now you have not only forced the hand of Clay Battelle to score, you've forced them to make a stop here late in the third quarter, 52 seconds left.
And their offense, they want to, you're going to get back 4 minutes later at a minimum. Even if you hold them, they're just going to run. I will say this. Spears had beaten his man. Pass was
maybe a little late.
But at the same time, number 4 made a lot of space up in between there to go get that interception. Big interception by him.
So first down and 10 here from their own 20-yard line. 52 seconds left here to go in the third quarter. At a minimum you're going to get this ball with, I don't know, like I say, minimum 10 minutes.
10 minutes, yep.
Yeah. First down and 10 here. Got to make a stop. They go back to a 4-man front. Under center, they hand it to the fullback, Jason. And they fumble the ball! He's fumbled the ball! Does Clay Battelle have it? They do!
Yes! There we go.
All right, the turnover you need for the Clay Battelle Seabees. There is an injured CB on the field. He does walk off on his own power. That is Brady Nestor. And oh my goodness.
If you just needed a turnover at that time and you got it.
46 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Clay Battelle gets the ball back where they would have if they would have completed the pass.
17-yard line.
All right. You caught a break. Take advantage of it.
Yes, it is. Now, and right here, you got the whole offense available to you. We was talking about give up on the run. If you feel it's there, it's there. Looks like Maverick Gum taking the snap.
Yep, he's going to run to his right here. He's got some open space. Gets absolutely catapulted in the air.
That was a helicopter in the air right there. He was spinning around.
Does get a good gain, though, there. Gain of about 4 or 5.
I'm kind of looking. It looks like
on the play brings up second down and 6.
Clock is rolling here. There'll be 20 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. You don't have to snap it again here in the third quarter if you don't want to, but it looks like they're hurrying to the line a little bit. This will be the final play. This will be the final play of the third quarter. Maverick Gum runs to his right in an empty backfield. He's got some space to run. Gets across the 10 down to the 6, and it'll be first down and goal for the Clay Battelle Seabees. 6.5 seconds left to go in the third quarter. They're going to call timeout? Nope, they're going to run the clock. That'll be the final play of the third quarter.
First and goal from the 5.
My goodness, Chance.
We asked for good games this year, and
I didn't expect
the good
this
Lord
one.
has given us good games.
All right, Clay Battelle trailing 20-14 here in the fourth quarter. We will be back here on WAJR.com. You are listening to Clay Battelle CB Football.
Health works for you, for rehab and fitness too.
Keeping high school athletes healthy is something that HealthWorks Rehab and Fitness takes great pride in. That's why our certified athletic trainers work with many area schools during practice and on the sidelines during tonight's game. Unfortunately, injuries do happen in sports, at work, and at home. At HealthWorks, our goal remains the same, to get you back in action. When you need physical therapy, you need HealthWorks. HealthWorks Rehab and Fitness, Morgantown, Westover, Cheat Lake, Blacksville, Smithfield, Waynesburg, Fairmont, and Buchanan. When your body hurts, go to HealthWorks.
Our people make the difference in the way you
is Clay Battelle High CB's football on WHAR.
Welcome back to Hancock, Maryland, as we are at the fourth quarter at a 20-14 ball game. Clay Battelle CB's trailing, but are driving into goal-to-go territory. Maverick Gum takes the snap into the end zone. Touchdown, CB's. Tie ball game.
Gain of 6 and a touchdown.
There is a CB holding his leg, though. Believe that is number 70. No, I don't have a 73, so it can't be number 73. I will say, though, if that's Cooper Statler, that pretty much makes your decision up for you, doesn't it?
It does. It would force you at that time, for a fact that you're going for 2.
All right, 5 seconds into the fourth quarter here. The game is tied at 20. 2-point conversion pending here for the CBs. I actually do like this decision here. Call a timeout.
Well,
really think about what you want.
You say it's a good decision, but I'm going to let you know right now, Coach Wilson didn't want to use that timeout. He looked over at the ref. I think the ref gave the 10-minute signal.
10-second signal,
Yeah,
you
10-second thing, and he's looking at him like, we just lined up.
Yeah.
Like it can't be 10 seconds. And it kind of took that away. I think had to waste the time out there. Now, as you said, it could be positive, going to give us an opportunity to definitely get the play on the playbook that we want to.
All right. What do you run here, Chance?
I like the play we just ran, to be honest with you.
I tend to agree.
Either that or put Maddox in that position.
Is it just me, or did it feel like after that turnover, these Hancock Panthers just felt defeated? That a crucial turnover is just not what they need.
There was definitely some air let out of the tire.
That was the best running that I've seen out of Clay Battelle this whole game.
Agreed. And, I do see some hands on the hips. And, we talked about time of possession. Maybe it's working the other way.
Yeah. All right. Clay Battelle under center here with 3 guys in the backfield. They line up to pass. They're going to throw it to the corner of the end zone. Is it caught? They're saying yes. 2-point conversion good, and the CBs take the lead. Braden Ponceroff on a fade from J.C. Spears, and the Clay Battelle CBs take the lead 22-20.
Nice drag of the feet there by Ponceroff in the end zone. I knew he was close to the sideline.
I was about to say, I was sitting there, I'm sitting there going, I'm going to wait on the referee here to make the signal. I saw the referee at the far corner of the end zone saying catch, so the head referee goes, okay, catch. 2-point conversion good.
I couldn't tell if he was in, like you said, with the angle that we got, but I could tell he was dragging his feet. Like he knew that he was close to the sideline, so just was he still inbound.
All right, here's what's worrying me, Chance. The average possession of a drive has been how many minutes for Hancock?
For Hancock, you're going to have to give me a minute on that, but you're looking 4, 5, 5, 3. That one there was 6. Actually,
minus the fumble, obviously.
6.5, and the fumble 8 seconds. But on average, I would say you can put 6 minutes.
Okay. So 6 minutes puts you with 5 minutes. Obviously, that's plenty of time here. But the problem is that what worries you is that they're going to want to take as much time off the clock as they possibly can.
Yes. I mean, the longest they have is 7.5. So they have an opportunity right here to leave you with 3 minutes left to go on the clock if they're able to repeat a drive like that.
11:55 left to go in the fourth quarter here as they boot this one deep, though, to Jacob Anderson. Anderson takes it at his 25. He's got some space.
He's got a hole.
Yep, he's got some room to work. Down at the 40, across to the 43. Shoestring tackled there by, I believe that was Brady Nestor, and that is where the Panthers will take over 1st and 10 at their own 42.5-yard line.
Ball returned to the 42
All right.
line of Hancock.
Take another turnover?
Oh, yeah. I'd love 3 more. But
we got to wait. Remember, I had mentioned earlier in the first quarter we were doing a lot of stripping at the ball. You wondered if we'd seen something in film, and I don't know if it was a strip or a big hit because there was a big pile of people when the ball came loose.
I want to say Maddox Shriver is not in the game right now defensively. All right.
You are correct.
Under center here for they have no clue what is going on here. Under center and snap. False start. They had zero clue what they were doing lined up there. One of the fullbacks was actually a tight end.
First down and 15.
And I know that.
By the way, Chance?
That is a female who just came in.
Yes.
I was going to get ready to call that. I've seen the ponytail. I know we can
Carrie Ruiz.
Carrie Ruiz coming into the ball.
Lined up at the offensive line here. Lined up at the left guard. All right. First time for everything, guys. I love to see it, though.
I'm happy to see her get out there and mix it up.
Yeah. 3 men in the backfield here for Hancock. Snap is back. It's a swing pass here to the wide receiver. Tackled with a minimal gain there. And who is it? Landon Savage. Being a savage.
He is definitely being that out there. He has made that the Savage lands out there on the court.
Yes, he has. He was the only man between that guy and a 15-yard gain, and he made the tackle. Excellent play there.
Was that Anderson on the catch, by the way?
No, that was number 4, Sean Thomas.
That was Sean Thomas.
It was a gain of 1 there, or 2 on the play, so that'll bring up 2nd down and 13. They are behind the sticks, though.
And that's where you want them to be at this point in time if you're the Seabees, because they can definitely run the ball.
Aiden McCarty is in the game to take the snap here in a shotgun formation. Snap is a little high. He rolls to his left. He's going to throw a deep ball to his quarterback. Broken up by Josiah Morgan and complete. 3rd down and 13.
Nice play by Josiah Morgan back here. He waited on it, and then cut on it. Stepped right in front of the receiver cleanly. Tipped the ball over top the receiver, and now we're looking at a 3rd and a long 12.
I just want to give a good shout out there to Carrie Ruiz. She comes off to the field here, but the girl did a nice job.
She did come in, had a nice play. Didn't allow anything to happen as an offensive lineman. If your guy don't get to the player, that's a good play.
Chance, the clock has stopped here probably for the first time that the Panthers have had the ball. 10:52 left to go in the 3rd quarter on a 3rd down and 13. Aiden McCarty takes the snap. He's trying to look for some room to run. He gets tackled by Maverick Gum at the original line of scrimmage, and that's all he's going to get. And Maverick Gum gets a shove from one of the offensive linemen. And there is an injured player here for Clay Battelle.
I can tell the second number's a 2, but that's the best I can help you with, Ethan. That may be Easton Rowan, but I don't want to jump to assumptions, but it does match the second number on the jersey at this time. We will give more information as it does come to be.
Yep, I'll tell you what, we'll take a quick 30-second break here, and when we come back, we'll have the injured player. You are listening to Clay Battelle CB Football here on WAJR.com.
Moving around pain-free is an important part of your life. Same-day total joint replacements are now available with the orthopedic specialists at Mon Health in both Morgantown and Kingwood. Same-day total joint replacements are less invasive, allow for faster recovery periods, and don't require an inpatient hospital stay. Same-day total joint replacements, a faster way for you to be you again. Orthopedic experts you know, providing care you can trust. Learn more at monhealth.com/ortho. Choose Mon Health. Feel the difference.
This is Clay Battelle High CB's football on WAJR.
Welcome back to Hancock, Maryland, as it is Easton Rowan, the injured player on the field, and Chance, it doesn't look good because he had to be helped off by the field by the trainers and by his teammate.
Yeah, he's hopping on one leg, the other leg is up. I agree. It definitely looks like down in them trenches.
On a already thin offensive line as well. So 4th down and about 9 here for the Panthers. I think they are going to punt it here. All right. Chance, we saw this happen the last time. Even if it's a fumbled snap, do you try to stay home?
Yeah, at this
and
point,
not be aggressive?
Stay at home right now.
All right, snap is good. Punt is away. Gets across the 30 over to the 25. Ponceroff's going to pick it up at the 23. He gets tripped up and tackled out at the 25, and that is where Clay Battelle will take over 1st and 10. All right. Chance, I'm going to give you an interesting question here because I'm not sure I exactly know the answer.
Okay.
Do you run the ball as much as possible, or do you just go down and run your typical offense and score as quickly as possible?
I'm going to say you probably want to run your normal offense, But at the same time, if you sprinkle in maybe a little bit more run than you normally would, at least what we've shown so far, probably not a bad thing to run that clock. The main thing is you just want to put it in the end zone.
Just balance.
Just put it in the end zone, because it don't matter if you run one play and you throw it for 70 yards. As long as it ends up in the end zone, it could possibly become a 2-score game.
Maverick Gum set to take the snap in an empty backfield. He takes snap, runs to his left, gets across his blockers, falls forward. Excellent play there by Maverick.
6-yard run.
And, yep, you're right, about 6 yards here as we approach 10 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Clay Battelle leads by a score of 22-20. This is what's crucial, Chance. If you get into the end zone, it doesn't matter. You've at least put it to a place to where they can only tie it. You get another 2-point conversion or an extra point, they can't do anything.
And I don't know if you noticed Maverick Gum when he fell forward there. Yeah. He went, this ain't turf. That's 3-inch tall pheasant. He was happy he was sitting on the grass.
Like laying on a pillow. Gets across the sticks, across to the first down to about the 41-yard line. And that'll be a nice gain of about 10 yards, I want to say, down to about the 31. And there is a injured Panther on the field now.
There is. I will tell, earlier in the game, I kind of mentioned that the line of Hancock was doing dominating. Right now, I've got to give my props to my Seabees on this one. These last 3 plays, like a lot of power on the line. Like the tailback's not getting it into 3 yards deep, and that's a good thing.
Chance, I don't. Never mind. I see it now. I was honestly worried for a second because I didn't see number 60 on the sidelines, and I thought that was Carrie Ruiz. But I see her now on the sideline. And once again, there is an injured Panther down at the 35. Clay Battelle will take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line. So a gain of about 9 on the play for Maverick Gum. As I still can't see who that is that's injured on the play for Hancock.
Now, you've got the Hancock trainer out there, which I also, we were talking when we went to the last commercial break. I want to give that trainer credit because she made it out to Rowan before our trainers did. It was on this side of the field, so, nothing that she shouldn't have been able to. But it's nice to see when somebody goes down to see the trainers from the opposing team still run out there and try to give a lending hand for a moment and, then back off if need be when the other ones show up. But she's over there on the other sideline right now. It's up towards the head area that they're talking to him.
That is what's worrying about this.
They're not fiddling around with the legs like you see a lot of.
And they're trying to get some water carried over there. Teammate number 73, Reese Weller, trying to aid his teammate. I'll tell you what, we'll take another 30-second break here, and when we come back, we'll hopefully have the injured player's name for you here on WAJR.com.
Josh Heinerman here from Advanced HVAC and Plumbing. After 20 years in business, we've learned a few things. Focus on the customer experience and always stand by your product. That's why Advanced HVAC and Plumbing is now offering a 10-year warranty on parts and labor for all new Carrier heating and cooling systems. We trust our products so much that we will stand by it for 10 years.
Carrier, turn to the experts and turn to Advanced.
Hi, I'm David McCormick, owner of Omega Commercial Interiors. Did you know high school football is the most attended spectator sport in America? Seeing all those people cheering the home team got me thinking. In the bleachers, it's fun to stand and cheer, but at the office, you should sit in comfort. If your office furniture could use a new playbook, call Omega Commercial Interiors. Remember, buy local. And when you need office furniture, call us or go to OmegaCommercialInteriors.com. We're a proud West Virginia company.
Ever take a moment to glance at the ball field fence and see the name Insurance Centers? It's not about the unlimited concession stand popcorn that comes with a sponsorship. It's about an investment. The Insurance Centers consistently sponsors area schools, youth sports programs, agriculture, first responders, and veterans. It's our investment in the future of those communities. So when you're cheering for your local team, just know the Insurance Centers is right there with you. Online at insurancecenters.com.
You need an answer now, but the doctor's office is taking their sweet time. Lab work is the least of their worries, but it's a priority at Horizon Medical Technologies. Drug testing, DNA testing, virus testing, you name it, and Horizon can get you accurate results fast. The next time you need answers, choose Express Testing. Express results. Choose Horizon Medical Technologies online at horizonmedtech.com.
Health works for you.
This is Clay Battelle High CB's football on WHAR.
Welcome back to Hancock, Maryland. The injured player on Hancock is number 50, Chandler Buskirk. And
nice news is he's walking off.
He's walking off on his own power. You are correct, which is really, really good to see here. So Clay Battelle will take over once again, 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line.
Clay Battelle have the ball, first down.
I think this is just chances has just become a game of conditioning. And so far, Clay Battelle seems to kind of have that edge. Maddox Shriver is back into the game for the CBs, but Maverick Gum is set to take the snap. He runs to his left, gets a breakaway, and he's got it. He's at the 40, the 30. One man to beat. Can he get across from him? He gets tackled out of bounds at the 15, maybe even the 10. First down, CBs. Probably the biggest offensive play of the night on either side.
Agreed. I'm not exactly sure on my stats right now.
It was at the 41, so 9.
Was at the 41, 9 to the 10. That'd be 49 yards.
Yeah.
50 yards. Brings up first and goal.
You were within one of the PA guy, I think.
At the Hancock 9.
All right, first down and goal here. Maverick Gum set to take the snap. Rolls to his left, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Clay Battelle.
I'm going to go on note 2, Ethan. Statler was a little bit upset over the flag or the penalty earlier. He pancaked. There's them little check marks. You put the little stickers on the back of the helmet in college for pancaking. He just pancaked the guy for Gum to score right there.
Clay Battelle takes an 8-point lead, 28-20.
And Gum also, just for the record, is over the century mark now. He's up to 14 carries, 123 yards.
Wow. Great night here for Maverick Gum. He's had a heck of a fourth quarter here as well. I would imagine
that's
that
over 8 yards a carry.
I was about to say, I would imagine that over a quarter of those yards has already came in the fourth quarter, and they do a delayed hard count and get the Panthers to jump off sides. That moves the 2-point conversion from the 2.5 to probably the 1.5.
Maddox Shriver runs over to Coach Wilson, gets the new play. Got another 1.5 yards closer there. I think Wilson shoved him back and said the same play.
All right. Maverick Gum set to take the snap. Maddox Shriver to his left. Runs to his left. Gets arm tackle, but is into the end zone. 2-point conversion good. And a 10-point lead for the CBs with 9:14 left to go in the fourth quarter. Now, Chance, we'll play a little devil's advocate. What would you do here if you're the Panthers? Do you drop back with Aiden McCarty most of this drive to try and pass it, and if it's not there, you have your most elusive player running the ball in space?
What I've seen from them passing, I use the passing as deception. I just want Aiden McCarty in space. So, I'm going to use him as a quarterback. I'm going to roll him out, and I'm going to hope that pressure, one or two of them guys runs by me, and then I got an open field in front
Now,
of me.
I will say, we don't exactly know how the clock works here in Maryland. It may be different.
Well, he said that we were talking to the refs earlier. He did say it's supposed to be the same rules in all 50
So
states.
when does the clock stop at out of bounds?
Clock should stop. I always thought the clock stopped at out of bounds from the
Regardless?
beginning of the game.
No.
Yes. It does not?
It does not.
Used to. So Used to. So. Back when I was wearing leather helmets, he used to. So.
I think, don't quote me on this, I think it comes stopping at 2 minutes.
Okay.
Which would...
Now, first down, if I'm correct, we'll stop it for the moment until the chains are moved.
Now, the chains, the clock does stop for a chains reset. All right, Spears set to kick this one away.
You may see an onside kick here. I see Coach Wilson being a little sneaky. Nope.
does squib it, but it does go right to one of the return men. That is number 4, Sean Thomas. Sean Thomas has
he's
some
got
room
some
to
room.
work. He gets across midfield, goes out of bounds, and is tackled at the opponent 45-yard line. First down, already in opponent territory here. It's exactly what you want, though, if you're the Hancock Panthers.
Short field to work on.
Short field to work on, and you can pretty much run your offense here as pretty much normal. You
Yes.
still have all three of your, you have 2 timeouts here.
Take over first down and 10.
You're going to need a stop, obviously.
And when we get to the stat book later on, we may find out that Hancock has started this game at the greatest field position average of any team in the state of Maryland by the time it's done, because they have been almost on the opposing side every time.
Well, I disagree with that, Chance, because not a lot of teams have special teams anymore, especially in single-A football, whatever state you're in. First down and 10 here, I formation. Twins receivers to the right. Slot receiver motions from right to left. It's a toss play to Aiden. Aiden gets some space. Tackled across the 40 down to about the 36. And that'll probably be a first down. If not, it's extremely close.
Yeah, the
That is
line
going-
judge over here is motioning to move the chains. So, if you can get 10 yards of carry, it's only going to take 4 more of them to punch
Yep.
in the end zone. And then
It'll be a gain of 10. So that did stop the clock momentarily. You're approaching 8.5 minutes left to go in this game.
By the way, McCartney is 19 yards from going over the 200-yard mark.
I was about to say, there's no way he doesn't have over 100 yards.
Now, he is close to 200 yards.
Well, he had 50 yards on one play. All right. It's a fullback handoff here to Jaden McCarty. He gets across the sticks, pounds his way forward, and Braden Ponceroff is a little slow to get up as well. He's all right, though. He gets off on his own power. Down at about the 22-yard line.
I will
Clock
say this.
stops to reset the chains.
Ponceroff tried ripping the ball out, and it actually, McCartney's arms moved away. He almost got the ball out of him.
Clock now rolling here as we approach under 8 minutes left to go in the game.
Got that
Under
wide-
center again.
Wide side of the field.
2 fullbacks
further.
here, though. Jacob Anderson and Jaden McCarthy lined up as fullbacks. They're going to do a toss play here. Gunnar Price almost gets a tackle for a loss, but Aiden spins away. He gets across to the sticks, down at about the...
Unbelievable run.
Yeah. Down at about the 20-yard line. I say across the sticks. That's the original line of scrimmage. He only gets a gain of about 2 or 3 on the play. But that was an incredible run there by Aiden McCarty.
Coach Wilson put his arms up. Couldn't believe that McCartney didn't
That's
go down.
technique. In all honesty, that's exactly the way that you're supposed to tackle, but it's just excellent balance there by Aiden McCarty.
Yep. Put his hand in the ground and kept himself going. Spun right out of it.
Second down here and about 7 here. Clock was rolling the entire time as we approach now under 7 minutes left to go in this game.
And if you're Hancock, you're your onside kicking it if you score.
Yes.
And no matter what you need
100%.
to get yourself back in.
All right. It's a quick pass play here. It's a slant over the middle, but it falls incomplete. However, it does stop the clock here. 6:45 left to go.
Outthinking himself there.
Yep.
McCartney may need a breather. That's the only reason I can think that you don't run him with the ball.
You got 3 of them. Just run another one.
That's right. Pull the one in off the sideline. Hadn't played all night.
Yeah.
He's got the name.
All right, 6:45 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Clay Battelle leads by a score of 30-20.
Officials time.
And the officials' time, I think one of them has blood on themselves, and that is Hayden McCarty.
Hey, there, he did get in on the ball field. He's got to come out there. Hey, you know what they say? It runs in the blood.
Yeah.
He had to come off because there's blood on his leg.
Oh, my goodness.
It's a heck of a bloodline.
Enough with the blood puns. Clock is now running. That's interesting.
Well, he was tackled, or no? Was that an
No, it was an
pass?
incomplete pass.
But we did jump off sides.
Yes,
to help
we
him out
did
with
jump
it.
off sides. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 2 here for the Hancock Panthers.
Offsides against the Seabees. Be a 5-yard mark off.
I could see by the way Coach Wilson walked the sideline after that jump off sides, he has a couple more gray hairs.
They blew the whistle, and it's still running. Chance, we're approaching 6 minutes left to go in this game.
And you would think that they wouldn't be running the clock.
After a penalty and an incomplete pass.
At home. You know what I mean? You also should have the home operator here going on to it.
No, it's a referee.
Referee, okay, my bad.
All right, under center here, toss play to Aiden McCarty. He's got some space to work here. He might get to the end zone here. 10-5, touchdown Panthers. 5:57 left to go in the fourth quarter. Clay Battelle now leads only by 4.
6 minutes to go.
Yep. Obviously, they're going to go for an onside kick here. They don't care about giving them a short field.
Just for the record, I enjoy doing this with you.
Mm-hmm.
But at this rate in time, I'm pretty sure I can be an offense or defense coordinator because everything I've told these coaches to do, they've done. I mean, I said get it to McCarty, get him in space. What'd they do? They found a way to get McCartney in space.
All right, 5:57 left to go in the fourth quarter. Extra point pending here. Hancock does line up to go for 2. Aiden is the lined up man to take the snap. Gets pressured, throws it into the end zone. There's a flag on the play.
They say it's good, but let's see what the flag says.
They are saying it's good.
That was close to the ground, but the ref says he caught it.
Who is the flag on? Let's see what the flag is for. The line judge on the left side threw it.
That's kind of in a defensive holding. We're clapping. I see Ponceroff.
Yeah, I see Josiah Morgan clapping.
And Ponceroff is right there with him, high five, and I think we're substituting.
Yeah.
I got a feeling this is going to be on
illegal substitution on the Panthers.
Penalty against the Panthers. 5-yard
Interesting.
mark off.
All right.
Try for 2 will be from the 8.
Yep, so that moves it from about the 2.5, 3.5 to about the 8. 5:57, once again, left to go in the fourth quarter. 2-point conversion pending here. Clay Battelle has a 4-point lead. Same formation here. Aiden McCarty in the backfield, set to take the snap. His brother to his left. He's going to throw it to the end zone, and it is intercepted by Josiah Morgan. There is another flag on the play. And he is... They're going to call the same play. They're going to call the same flag.
An eligible man downfield.
It is an ineligible man downfield. I don't believe he pointed to the referee saying, I'm on the line of scrimmage, behind the line of scrimmage. I believe if you're behind the line of scrimmage, actually, no, sorry. I believe if you're on the line of scrimmage, you are ineligible as a receiver. Josiah Morgan read the pass and gets an interception on a 2-point conversion. However, you're not able to return a 2-point conversion after the play, after the defense possesses the ball. The play is whistled dead at that point. Either way, this doesn't really change your thinking here, Chance, going forward. You're probably going to kick an onside kick here.
I kick an onside kick. Because there's actually, if you don't get it, there's 2 positives at that point in time.
Yeah.
And that is that they don't got to go the full distance of the field. If they score, you've gotten it down to 4 points. If they score, it's going to go back up to 10. It really don't matter.
Here's what worries me, though. Everybody's still back deep for Clay Battelle. They're doing the return as normal. There's less people over on the far side. They're going to boot this one deep.
They're going to beat it away.
All right. Ponceroff set to receive the kick at the 20. Gets across the 35, across the 40, down to the 45, and goes down. All right. Chance, run your offense as normal.
This is from what they done the last drive. You line up and run Maverick Gum into that off tackle like they did the entire drive the last time almost. And you take that clock down. You try to give it back to them with less than 2 minutes to go in the game and down by 2 scores.
All right.
Because if you force them into a strictly passing situation, I think we have already proved that Hancock can't handle that.
All right, first down and 10 here from their own 45. Time out, Hancock. Oh, that is not good.
No, that hurts for them.
Because, is that their final timeout? No, that's not their final timeout. They have one left at least.
Yes, I do.
Still, that hurts.
That does, because you can't stop the clock now. So
I'm not going to lie. I might have taken the 5 yards.
I mean, there's part of me that wants to say the same thing. Because at that point in time, the clock hadn't started yet.
All right, 5:50 left to go in the fourth quarter here. Clay Battelle has the ball on their own 46-yard line, working from our left to right in the 3-inch tall Fethketh.
Beautiful 3-inch tall Fethketh.
It's been a beautiful night here. Can't ask for more perfect weather.
Nope. Could have asked for a couple less crickets.
that is extremely fair.
I don't know if you can hear them on the radio, but we can hear them in the booth. I can tell you that.
All right, first down and 10. 5:50 left to go in the game. Maverick Gum set to take the snap with Twins receivers to the right. Maverick Gum runs to the left. He gets tripped up at about the 50-yard line, falls forward to about the 47. They're going to mark him down, though, at the opponent 48. Gain of...
I'm going to give him 6.
Yeah.
On the play. Brings up second down and 5.
Second down and 4 here from the Clay Battelle, the Hancock 48. Clock is now rolling. We approach 5 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in this game.
You let that clock roll down till that referee gives you a hand signal at this time.
All right. Maverick Gum takes the snap, runs to his left. He's got some space, gets across the first down sticks, across to the 35. Hang on to that ball, please. Goes and falls forward down to the 34.
14 yards on the carry.
Actually about the 33.5-yard line.
We'll give him 15 on the carry then.
Gain of 10 on the play.
And it will be a first down and 10. The clock now runs as you approach 5 minutes left to go in this game. I agree with you, Chance. Now, here's the thing. This is why having maybe Zach Hall or Maddox Shriver take the snap might be crucial, because he might not know to look at that far side referee and wait when he waves his hands up.
Yes, agreed.
Snap is good. Maverick Gum runs to his left.
Nice blocking.
Yep. Gets out of bounds. The clock will run, though.
Maverick Gum, your ball carrier.
Out of bounds at about the 25, it looks like.
Yeah.
Run down.
So gain of about 8 there. Second down and 2 for the Seabees.
That puts him up to 152 unofficially.
Here's what I'll say. I mean, obviously the most important part is you get 6 once again.
But you're
cool if you keep the clock going down, but it's still important that you get 6 here. Maverick Gum runs to his left again. Flag on the play. This one's going to come back as Maverick Gum gets across the first down sticks. That's going to be holding on the offense, and that's going to move it from second down and 2 to second down and 12.
Well, that's from a spot foul, so we'll find out. But it does look like that's right on the line of scrimmage from the flags where they were tossed. So.
That brings it back to about the 35-yard line, second down and 12.
If you're Maverick Gum, you're just looking at that's more yards I get to add to the stat sheet.
Does that stop the clock? Nope.
Rolling it again.
All right, 4 minutes. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, at this point in time, you could keep holding on every play. As long as you don't fumble the ball, you're going to run the clock out.
Maddox Shriver set to take the snap. Runs to his right. Pounds his way forward. Jukes gets across to the 25, down to the 24. Gets up very well. Little hop in his step there. And it'll be third down and 1. 3:30 left to go.
Big third down play here.
Yep.
Both sides.
If you can get the first down here, you can bring this clock down to about 2 minutes at least. Snap is a little low, but Maddox Shriver is able to corral it. He gets across the 25, down to about the 23.
That is going to be close.
I think it's going to be a yard short, Chance. It is. Fourth down here.
Gain of 1.
Fourth down. 3:15 left to go.
Let's get J.C. Spears a yard rushing here and just let him line up under center. And
no. Give it to Maverick.
Maverick's going to get that opportunity.
Maverick set to take the snap. He runs to his left. It gets tackled at the 30 or the 25, falls forward.
I think he got it, but
I am
not 100% positive. Nice play by
I believe,
Sean Thomas.
Yeah, Sean Thomas.
He came in, hit him low, wrapped the legs up. If he wouldn't have fell forward, he wouldn't have got it.
We're waiting on the referee's signal.
I think they're bringing the chains in.
They are going to bring the chains. All right.
This is going to be close, but if you had to ask me, I think we got it.
Promo incoming for the chain gang. All right. We wait with great anticipation. I don't know, Chance. I really don't know if he got it. All right. Let's see what happens here. And it is going to be...
I think that's a first. First down.
First down, Clay Battelle.
That is crucial to keep this clock rolling.
2:59 left to go in this game. Clay Battelle takes over 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. Hancock has 1 timeout. All right. Hey, Chance, do you run the ball?
Yeah, I'd probably run the ball. Now, J.C. Spears is over there going, hey, Coach, I could pass it a little bit if you want me to. I'll be careful.
It should be mentioned, we talked with J.C. Spears after the game yesterday. Did you know he's the 2nd leading passing yards receiver in single A? Second only to the East Hardy quarterback. All right, we'll talk about that here in a second. The clock is rolling 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Maverick Gump set to take the snap. He runs to his left, falls forward, gets down to about the 21-yard line.
I will give him 3 on that one, I think.
Yeah, maybe 2. Looks like a gain of 1. So 2nd down and 9. No, they're going to move it a little bit more forward. All right, 2nd down and 8. There's now under 2 minutes left to go in this game.
That timeout they had.
Referee raises his hand.
Under 10 seconds at this point.
Snap, good. Maverick runs to his left. Bounces off his blocker on the edge. Stopped. Does get a positive gain on the play. Maybe a gain of about 3, maybe 4. That'll bring up.
21, Aiden McCarty. 22.
It's going to, probably going to bring up another 4th down situation here.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we will be under 1 minute by the time that 4th down snap probably happens. And at that time, you probably take
You're
it.
probably going to call time. Well, you're going to call
timeout.
You're going to call timeout after this play, regardless, because the clock stops on a turnover on downs. All right, 1 minute left to go in this game. 3rd down and 5. Maddox Shriver set to take the snap. It's a good snap. Maddox runs to his right, gets across the sticks, down to the 5. Touchdown, Clay Battelle.
Nice run by Shriver. Nice block by Gum out in front of him, too.
Showing the speed, looking like his brother, Max Shriver, with 54 seconds left. Might seal it here for the Clay Battelle Seabees.
That's going to be hard to overcome at least 10-point deficit with 54 seconds. I'd say he did seal it. We'll get back here. Got to play a couple plays on defense.
Chance, I can't tell you how much this is going to mean to these guys. You probably came into this game thinking you were going to win big, but at the same time, though, you have played so many close games that haven't gone your way. To get one here on the road, J.C. Spears under center now on the 2-point try. Play action pass, rolls to his right. Throws, caught, punts are off, 2-point conversion good, 12-point lead for the Seabees.
Punts are off. Try for 2 is good.
You hear the crickets pretty good now.
You do.
In the 4th quarter, Clay Battelle 38.
And like you said, and the ball never bounced their way. And Hancock had an opportunity to go up by 2 scores. And we had just turned the ball over, I believe. And then they turn around and we get the fumble back. That was a decisive moment in this game when they fumbled that ball down here on the
54
sideline.
seconds left here in this game. Clay Battelle takes a 12-point lead. Obviously, I think the most important thing going forward here is you just don't let the kickoff go back for a touchdown.
Yep. I mean, to a certain extent, you almost onside it. You know what I mean? Because you don't want the big returns.
Or maybe just kick it out of bounds.
Yeah, let them have it at the 35, 40-yard line and be happy with that.
All right. J.C. Spears set to kick this one off here for Clay Battelle.
Because you know their athletes are the ones deep.
Yes. Maybe just line drive kick it at that first wave. If you get the ball back, great. 54 seconds left.
You look for the slowest man out there and you kick the ball to him.
You look for the biggest guy out there and you kick the ball to him.
Sometimes they're big and fast, though.
Yeah, that is true. All right, they're going to pooch this one over here, and it bounces off the return man at the shins, and he just slides down at the 40.
Well, he was the smallest guy out there, and he didn't feel like getting hit.
And there's a flag on the play.
You said slid. Did he get grabbed as the guy went by him?
They're calling a face mask. All right. Whatever. Don't mean anything.
Waved it off.
Waved it off. All right.
Waved it off. It looked like the judge from behind thought the face mask was grabbed, and the line judge looked at him and said, nope, got a little bit of jersey, but not the face mask.
Timeout called by Clay Battelle here, Chance. Let's go ahead and get you a scoreboard update here as we look at things
Let's get
going
that
on.
Martinsburg score.
Yeah, well, Martinsburg ended up pulling away. It was 21-0 at halftime. Now it's 26-16. That's actually the final between Wheeling Park actually takes down number 1 Morgantown.
Oh, Martinsburg pulled up 36-0.
Yep, 36-0. Tucker County wins by a score of 54-8 over Pendleton County. Williamstown gone on the board. They still trail, though, 8-6 in the third quarter.
We have heard, like you said, from the update that Maxwell Melissa went off in an ambulance, which nobody wants to hear that.
Yeah. Moorfield took down number 13 Petersburg 14-7. Trying to see some other scores
That's a big
here.
win by Moorfield there.
Bridgeport up on Brook 42-7.
How about that Fairmont Senior score? We know
Fort Fry was defeated by Point Pleasant tonight, 20-13.
Nice.
Fort Fry is one of the better teams in Ohio.
Yeah.
All right, back to the game here. 50 seconds left. Aiden set to take the snap in the backfield. Snap is a little slow, but he does get the ball out. Throws it, and it is broken up. Josiah Morgan just goes textbook tackling there.
He
breaks up the play.
He went through number 1. Who is that? Number 1 is Anderson. He went through Anderson, and Anderson wished he just drove by instead of throwing.
2nd down and 10 here for the Hancock Panthers. 45 seconds left. Looking at some other scores here. Elkins defeats Grafton by a score of 28-7.
Number 1's feeling it.
Scott is up 36-20 over Mingo Central. Both teams are 5-0. So looks like Mingo Central will get their first loss of the year. All right. Same formation, 2 wide receivers to the left here, 1 wide to the right. Snap is a little high to Aiden, but he rolls to his right. Flag on the play. Probably going
Another
to
flag
be.
on the play.
Yeah. Just in case.
Holding on the offense. I think you just declined right there.
Was the ball caught in bounds? That will be the tall tale sign.
Because then that would keep the clock moving at that point in time. Nope, they're taking it. You know, putting it out there, you rarely get it, but I want to give a call out there to the referees. They pretty well left their flags in their pocket tonight, which is always a good thing. You know, sometimes you feel like maybe you should call some out there, but I feel like they've called a pretty good game
For the
I agree.
I know we heard.
At their own 31-yard line.
I'll speak on that in a moment here. They're lining up for a play.
All right. 2nd down and 20. Clock is rolling as we approach 30 seconds left to go in this game. Snap is a little low. Aiden drops back. Tucks it. He's going to run.
He's in the open.
Yep. Oh! Laid out in the back there by Maddox Shriver.
Brought down by the CB.
My goodness.
I think that was his good shoulder.
I hope it was his good shoulder. His good shoulder might be his bad shoulder after that hit.
I'm going to do 11 yards by him.
The Hancock 42.
That puts McCartney up to 211 yards rushing.
And you know what? He's had a really good game out there today.
Yep. You got to tip your,
These Hancock Panthers
played a good game tonight.
Well, it should be mentioned. Aiden McCarty, Jr. Jaden McCartney, freshman. Quarterback Isaiah Demery, senior.
Jacob Anderson, your receiver's 11th.
Yep.
So he'll be back.
So he'll be a junior. Kerry Ruiz is freshman.
Freshman?
Hayden McCarty, junior. I mean, Aiden's going to be back in full force. I wouldn't be surprised to see them run a read option next year.
I see a total of 5 seniors on the entire roster. Now, 3 of them are on the line, so that is something that they will
6. I counted 6.
6, okay.
Ethan Nicholas, Isaiah Demery.
Here they go for the
Jordan
snap.
King. 3rd down here and 10. Demery's going to take the pass here. Throw it over the middle, and Landon Savage was on the coverage. He had Aiden open, but it is broken up here. You know, Chance, I'm going to do a quick post game so I can go give Landon Savage a good old pat on the back.
I agree. He's turned that into the Savage Lands is what I'll call it for now.
Savage Land.
He played that out there like a brute. Set the corner when they kept running the ball his way, made some nice tackles by wrapping up the ankles.
Playing good zone defense, allowing everything in front of you, nothing behind you.
Had a nice tip one time on great coverage when they tried beating them deep.
Sealed the edge on those toss plays when you needed to stop. 4th down here and 10 for Hancock. Demery is the quarterback in the backfield. Morris is the slot receiver to the left. Snap is back. He's looking towards Aiden. Can't find him. Now he does find him again, but it is broken up on the play by Gunnar Price, and the Clay Patel Seabees will take over on downs and get to knee it for one final time as the Clay Patel Seabees will win this one 38-26. Like I say, Chance, I mean, this game may have not been the prettiest and probably didn't go the way that Clay Patel thought that it would. However, you got to give credit to the Clay Patel Seabees. And to tell you the truth, I think if you don't have these close games early in the year that you were in, you might have lost this game.
You might have lost this game. I agree. That they fought back. They knew how to fight back. And, we brought up Hancock was 0-3. And, same to them. They kept fighting. Could have given up. Not worried about this game. But, kept fighting. Gave us a very valiant effort.
Yep. All right. That is going to do it for the final. We'll be back with the postgame show here on WAJR.com.
Name Insurance Centers? It's not about the unlimited concession stand popcorn that comes with a sponsorship. It's about an investment. The Insurance Centers consistently sponsors area schools, youth sports programs, agriculture, first responders, and veterans. It's our investment in the future of those communities. So when you're cheering for your local team, just know the Insurance Centers is right there with you. Online at insurancecenters.com.
This is the WAJR post-game show presented by the Insurance Centers, where serving you is our best policy.
Welcome back to Hancock, Maryland, where the final score, Clay Patel wins by a score of 38-26 over the over the Hancock Panthers. Sorry, a little bit of technical things. We were trying to get the extension cord for the film crew of the Clay Patel Seabees over to its rightful owner. All right, Chance, we're going to go straight into the awards here. Morgantown Power Sports Power Play of the game. What are you going to give it to?
I'm going to give the power play of the game to the fumble down here that was called.
Oh, you took it.
Did I take it?
Yeah.
I just felt like that Hancock had an opportunity there to go up by 2 scores. They go up by 2 scores. I don't know if we come back. We've been stripping out the ball all game long. I brought it up in the first quarter, didn't know if it was going to come to fruition, and at the most crucial time that we needed it, we got it. I don't even know who recovered the fumble. I don't know who caused the fumble. All I know, we got the fumble, and that's going to be my power play of the game.
I'll tell you what. I figured out one in my head. I'm going to go with that big Maverick Gum run that ended up being the go-ahead score that pretty much made things hard to get in reach for the Hancock Panthers, and I'm going to give it to Maverick Gum. What was that? That was a... I believe that was
we got
49-yard run.
Yeah, I do also want to bring up for the parents who may still be listening at home as we get Easton Rowan is on crutches.
Yeah.
As the team exits the field, something we don't want to see. Hopefully not too bad. Hopefully it's under precautionary measures.
All right, that is your Morgantown Power Sports play of the game, carrying a complete lineup of Honda, Yamaha, Suzuki, Kawasaki, KTM, Morgantown Power Sports on the mile ground. This has been the Insurance Center's postgame show, where serving you is our best policy. Chance, any closing remarks?
Couple. I just want to, we don't have necessarily players.
By the way,
players of the game.
we are ending this broadcast at 9:39.
And that's
5 p.m.
why I'm going to take a minute and just give some props to some players. Maverick Gum, phenomenal step up, 158 yards rushing tonight. Maddox Shriver, 89 yards with one shoulder. By the way, I just want to bring that up. But we brought it up. Landon Savage had a game that's not going to show up on the stat sheet, but he done everything he was supposed to do. And now my new nickname for the cornerback out there, they always say put on an island, it's the Savage Lands for us.
All right, that is going to do it here on the postgame show. For Chance Collins, I am Ethan Collins, saying good night from Hancock, Maryland. Your final score, Clay Battelle 38, Hancock, Maryland 26. Oh, should be mentioned, sorry, we will be back next week, back at home against Meadowbridge here. Kickoff always set for 7 p.m., so be sure to join us here on WAJR.com. So, for once again, Ethan Collins, Chance Collins, good night from Hancock, Maryland.